Get ready for Vero football. Christian FM Sports brings you the insights into the Fighting Indians with Matt Paris, Bobby Paris, Ronnie Self, Gary Paris. Now, the voice of the Fighting Indians, Paul Tipton.
Summer weather is still here, but summer break is over. That signals the start of school and Fighting Indians football. Welcome, Vero Nation. The Fighting Indians are back and ready to play some football in a preseason exhibition game, the Kickoff Classic against Boca Raton. I'm Paul Tipton, so excited that the Fighting Indians football is back. Over the last few months, the excitement has been building, not just about football, but that this team could do something special. Tonight, the team will taste action against a Boca team that is coming off a solid season and has a buzz of its own about what can happen this season. The entire Christian FM team is here. Gary, Bobby, Ronnie, and Matt Paris is standing by with our head coach, Lenny Jankowski, to talk a little bit more about the prep work in the offseason and setting the stage for tonight's contest. Take it away, Matt.
Well, Coach Jay, another season of Fighting Indian football, and we are excited. Thanks for joining us for another year of Countdown to Kickoff. I know a lot has happened in the offseason, so let's dive right in. Starting with your coaching staff, where there is a couple of familiar names being reunited with Indian football.
Guy that I talked to, and it's worked out. We've had a lot of fun, starting back to the, from the spring and through the summer and, into this fall camp and, game week prep that we're here in and getting ready for this game tonight. So it's been a lot of fun. I think Coach Mata brings a lot of energy, a lot of intensity, and we're excited. So football is football and scheme is scheme, and there's a lot of carryover from scheme to one scheme to another, a lot of similarities and with fundamentals and technique. But I think everybody's got their own little stamp that they brand their defense or offense or special teams, whatever they're over. And I think our fans will notice a little difference in style but at the end of the day, I mean, it just, if we talked about, wins and losses and how you go about it, I mean, it's still going to, and I think Coach Mata would tell us the same, that, we got to be able to block and we got to be able to tackle and do all those things that coaches emphasize and preach all the time. But, just on, in addition to being a great coach, he's a great person and just brings a lot of experience and a lot of success with him. So excited to have him on staff and some of the other guys too that I guess we could mention at this point. Some familiar faces that our fans will see on our sideline. Kenny Holmes is probably one of the more recognizable players in Vero Beach High School football history. A great high school player, went on to the University of Miami, a former first-round draft pick, Super Bowl champ, all those accolades that Kenny brings. And Kenny's been coaching in college for a while and was here prior to me getting to Vero Beach High School. Kenny was here for a few years on the former staff, and I know he was working on the defensive side, and he's working on the offensive side with us over there on offense and helping out with tight ends and receivers, and really been a good soundboard for some different things that we've discussed in our scheme. So Kenny's a great guy, and I obviously enjoy being around him as well. So some of our other coaches as well, that as fans are looking around and glancing the sideline tonight, you'll see, on that defensive side, sticking with the defensive side of the ball, we've got, Coach Randy Bethel, who, has been here with us for a while. And again, a former head coach and coaches our D-line, does our weight room. And, again, one of those guys that has been a staple to our program and the success of our program. And then in our secondary, Coach Brian Rahal, and he and I have been together for a while and been together with his staff. So I think, what Coach Mata has brought to them, they've also, added to his his not just his knowledge, but just bringing it together all as a staff, and those guys have really worked well together, and it's been fun to watch just from the head coaching standpoint and from the outside looking in. Those guys have really bonded well together and have brought a very good sound defensive mindset to our program. So. Offensively, we've got some guys. Coach Mark Harris is still around and still doing his thing. His role around school has increased a little bit, and Mark's really dividing his time up, and always he and I have worked together for so long. Really feel like he's always a big help in working with our receivers and all of his knowledge. We've got Alonzo Phillips, who was our head freshman coach last year, and he's working with our running backs again. And goodness, Alonzo looks like he could still play, and he brings a lot of energy and really just experience and knowledge. And the kids have really bonded well with him. And our running backs needed somebody over there, and Zoe has done a great job with those guys. Of course, our O-line. You'll see, Coach DeLuke and Coach Willis there working together. They're a good dynamic duo there with that O-line, and they work very well together. And then you also see Dale Dawkins, working, on the offensive side of the ball. And Dale's, again, another great player here at Vero Beach High School, and another former Hurricane, and also spent some time in the league as well. So Dale's experience and knowledge is always great to have around. So those guys are all great. I think our staff, I think, for doing what I do, I think we were talking about it before we got on the air. It's a blast to go to practice every day, because not only do we have great kids, but our staff, we have a good time coaching together, and always a good time.
Well, that's Coach Lenny Jankowski. I'm Dr. Matt Paris. When we come back, we're going to talk about the Florida High School Athletic Association shakeup this year. You listen to Countdown to Kickoff on your Christian FM.
Hi, JW from Barker Air Conditioning. These hot and humid days sure do take a toll on your air conditioning system. Barker Air Conditioning offers our ESA annual or semi-annual maintenance plans to keep things in good working order. Barker Air Conditioning, servicing Indian River County since 1959.
Jeremiah's Italian Ice loves our Vero Beach Fighting Indians. Jeremiah's offers over 40 flavors of Italian ice and 2 flavors of soft serve ice cream. The showcase of the menu is layering the two together for their gelati. Located off State Road 60 in the Marshalls Plaza, Jeremiah's Italian Ice. Live life to the coolest.
Cap's Pizza and Pub, a proud sponsor of the Fighting Indians and Christian FM, serving Vero for over 35 years. Cap's offers Italian cuisine, including pizzas, strombolis, calzones, hot and cold subs, plus wings. A family-owned and operated business, John and his staff are happy to serve. Cap's Pizza and Pub, 725 27th Avenue Southwest, Vero Beach, 772-770-2277, or capspizzamenu.com.
More Countdown to Kickoff by Cap's Pizza and Pub.
Well, Coach Jay, the Florida High School Athletic Association decided to mix things up this year in regards to the classification for all of the football teams. Can you help us break all that down?
I can try. I mean, I think each off season, the FHSAA, our governing body, will have ideas, and they get rumored down back to us as ADs and coaches, and some of it takes off and some of it doesn't. And really, this idea of reclassification, I really didn't pay close attention to it because I really didn't think it was going to happen, to be quite honest. But in the end, it did, and I don't know that it really affects us at all, if any, just because, we're always going to play. I think we'll always at Vero Beach High School play in the top classification as far as big schools, small schools based on enrollment. This whole suburban metro deal is what I think is going to have people wondering what it is and how it's come about. And I think the best way to explain it is there were several counties that were deemed metro throughout our state. You've got Dade, Broward, Palm Beach, a county over in Tampa, Orlando, Jacksonville. These big metropolitan areas that have now, and they make up over half of the schools in the state. So just from those counties, and so I think the push, I don't know where it came from, probably from the lower classifications. When there are these ideas, it usually comes to benefit somebody, whoever, how that goes. And in our case, as far as the top classification goes, I don't know that there's an advantage, because the larger schools in Dade and Broward County aren't typically the top football programs. Now there's a couple. There's and we've got one on our schedule this year in Miami Palmetto, and there's Columbus High School, and so those schools, as far as the big schools go in Dade County, those are the top schools. But the Miami Centrals, the Miami Northwesterns, they're lower classifications, and year in and year out, they're again, some of the top programs, not just in their class but in the state. So I don't know that it affects us as much, because in the I guess it's 4A suburban, which we are now categorized as. Again, that's the highest classification in the suburban or the metro. The metro has a 4A metro, and there's a 4A suburban. So it's still the highest classification. We still have last year's state champ in Venice High School. Now you add in Lakeland High School, who is, again, I think as talented this year as they ever have been, if you believe the hype. And then you have the Kissimmee Osceolas. You have all these schools that, of course, our district alone is, you've got a couple schools in there that are always going to be the tops in the state. So, if you're looking for a competitive advantage because of what the state has done in classifications, I don't know that we benefit. Now, I think that some of the smaller classifications here locally have really benefited, because those schools that they've run into over the years, have now gone to the metro, and their path through the playoffs and to the playoffs is a little easier. So I don't know that happens for us. If that helps explain it, I'm not sure, but I think when things like this happen, people are looking like, okay, did we get a lottery ticket here? Did we get a lottery ticket or a wild card or a Trump? And so I don't think in this case we did, but we weren't looking for one. We certainly like to play the top teams in the state in and out of our district, and I think our schedule will allow us and afford us an opportunity to do that.
Well, that's about as good as the explanations we're going to get for the FHSAA, their reclassification. That's Coach Jankowski. I'm Dr. Matt. When we come back, we're going to take a look at our schedule this coming season, and if we can, we'll jump into some of our players. You're listening to Countdown to Kickoff on your Christian FM.
The Tripp family, GNC, and the Miracle Mile are crazy about the Vero Beach Fighting Indians and their fans. Joe and his staff have over 2 decades in the supplement business and know all about sports nutrition, along with vitamins, herbs, weight loss, and wellness products. GNC also offers meal replacements and testosterone support and tailors their products to meet individual needs. 562-2450.
Air Docs of the Treasure Coast, cooling specialists, are Fighting Indians football supporters. They know how important it is to have a cooling system that can stand up to our Florida heat. Air Docs offers a full range of cooling and heating services, including repairs, tune-ups, and systems maintenance. Online at airdocsac.com and Facebook.
Christian FM is proud to welcome a new business coming soon to beautiful downtown Vero Beach, Downtown Dipper. Downtown Dipper is a step back in time to an old-school ice cream shop, serving 24 flavors of hand-scooped ice cream, a family-owned and operated ice cream shop. Downtown Dipper, opening soon. Thanks to Downtown Dipper for supporting Christian FM and the Fighting Indians.
More Countdown to Kickoff by Cap's Pizza and Pub.
Well, Coach Jay, let's take a look at this year's schedule, where we see a few old opponents that we haven't faced in a while, and then maybe potentially a new one.
Yeah, so this is the in football, high school football in Florida, we do these 2-year contracts, and this is the front end of the 2-year contracts. This was a scheduling year, and you already talked about and discussed the reclassification year. So. Last year was tough on us from a schedule because of the cancellations that we ended up with. We ended up losing 3 home games last year, including our homecoming game. And that, what that does, not just doesn't make your schedule messy, and there's last minute changes and movement and all that kind of stuff. But it also it hurt the revenue, the athletic revenue coming in. You lose a homecoming gate and 3 home gates, and the Martin County game was canceled in the last minute, and that anticipate a big crowd there, and so we had all that to deal with, and so I had just from a budgetary standpoint, I had some ideas on how to counter that, and one of those was to try to get some home games, and I wasn't sure we'd be able to pull off what we pulled off, but we ended up with 9 home games this year. 8 of the opponents were state playoff teams last year, so we're excited about the competition and the challenges that we have with that. In addition to that, we've got some localized teams that we feel like are going to be excited to bring their fans to the Citrus Bowl and all that, and really just starting tonight with Boca High School. They've been to the state playoffs for several years in a row. They're excited about what they bring back, and so excited to bring them to the Citrus Bowl tonight. And then it goes into South Fork, a team that we haven't played in a while. Coach Antoine Blatch is there, and he's been a guy that has coached at several different schools as an assistant. I've always been a fan of his since his playing days there at South Fork High School. He was a quarterback at South Fork when I was, getting started in coaching, and I've been a fan to watch his coaching career continue. And so he reached out, and we got them on the schedule for week 1, and then we get into some Palm Beach County schools with Palm Beach Gardens, and then Wellington later in the season. And I think Paul and I were talking about it earlier this week that Gardens, and I think Palm Beach County has almost turned into the haves and have-nots, and Palm Beach Gardens and Wellington are 2 of the top teams in Palm Beach County, and we're excited to have both those schools on the schedule. We got Port St. Lucie back on the schedule. Port St. Lucie is coming off their best season in school history and return a bunch. They got a big running back coming back, and Coach Chris Dent has been there for several years, and I know that he's excited to get up here to the Citrus Bowl, and again, props to PSL for where that program's headed. I don't think we should go too much further without just talking about our district, and how competitive our district has been. Not just how competitive it'll be this year, but how it's been in the past. Treasure Coast, if you want to start with them, they ended up knocking us off last year, and they have turned into not just a top team in the area, but across the state. I think Coach Jones and his staff have earned that right to be in that category. Martin County comes into the district this year with coming off an undefeated regular season. It's the first time that they've been in our district in a while. And then you have Centennial and Fort Pierce Central. I think Centennial is always going to have the athletes. Coach Josh Watkins has been there for a while. We've got our buddy Mike Watkins at Fort Pierce Central, and he's going to have that program going in the right direction. So there's some familiar foes there. We've already talked about Miami Palmetto as part of the non-district schedule. So yeah, there's a little bit of everything on this schedule. I think again with the 9 home games for a Friday night here in Vero. I'm hoping we pack this Citrus Bowl up because I think there's a lot of fun to be had.
Well, if you like Friday night lights in football, this is the season with 9 home games. So we can say thank you to Coach Jankowski for that. When we come back, we're going to ask Coach to break down tonight's game against the Boca Bobcats. You listen to Countdown to Kickoff on your Christian FM.
Hi, JW from Barker Air Conditioning. These hot and humid days sure do take a toll on your air conditioning system. Barker Air Conditioning offers our ESA annual or semi-annual maintenance plans to keep things in good working order. Barker Air Conditioning, servicing Indian River County since 1959.
A family business for 25 years, Total Golf Cart supports the Fighting Indians and their fans. They're the authorized club cart dealer and love to assist buyers to find the golf cart that best meets their needs. They offer both new and used club cars. And Total Golf Cart also has a full service department at 1140 South US 1 in Vero Beach or at TotalGolfCart.com.
Durfee's Heating and Cooling, a longtime friend and supporter of Christian FM. Durfee's Heating and Cooling offers air conditioning repairs, maintenance, and new installations. Family owned and operated, serving the Treasure Coast area. Durfee's Heating and Cooling, 772-971-5884.
More Countdown to Kickoff by Cap's Pizza and Pub.
Welcome back. Well, Coach, Vero is taking on the Bobcats of Boca Raton tonight here in the Citrus Bowl. So what can we expect to see from them? Let's start on the defensive side.
You know, it's been tough to get these kickoff classic games are always tough to get a legitimate scouting report because, you know, your most recent game that you'll see on them is the spring game. And the spring game, you know, everything is so modified. The spring game that we have against or with Boca from a scout film, you know, there were a bunch of kids playing. I think the younger kids started earlier, and then, you know, you got into in the special teams. A lot of times that's, you know, non-existent. So the flow of the game is interrupted, and you know, numbers are not the same. Personnel sometimes is not the same. Positions. So I don't do a lot, you know, with the spring game, and then you go back all the way previous to that was from their playoff, you know, their last playoff game. So we do have that, and took a look at that, and you know, it's the same coaching staff, Coach Angel and his staff, but you know, schemes change, ideas change over the summer, and it's surely a long time, you know, from whenever that is, November, to here we are in August. Really, you know, I think they're very sound. Obviously, they're a team that's one of the better teams in Palm Beach County, and I was at a recent event for the ESPN Top 63 this past weekend, and just hearing the scuttlebutt down there in Palm Beach County about Boca High School and their football program, people are excited about it. They're excited about the talent. They've got some guys coming back. You know, but from a scheme standpoint, I think they're going to be multiple on defense. You know, a lot of like 4-2-5 principles. If that means anything to anybody, I think they can get into an odd front and, you know, get into a 3-4 pretty easy as well. We really don't know what to expect, and I think that's the beauty of this, is that as you go out there and in this whole preseason camp, so to speak, and then into this game week prep, you know, you're constantly explaining that and trying to impress your players with, look, you know, a lot of this is adjusting on the fly, and that's what we need to be ready to do tonight.
Well, Coach, that was the defensive side. Offensively, what kind of scheme do they like to run?
Well, I think a lot of, you know, the same type of principles that you'll see our offense. They'll be in the shotgun. They'll be in a spread. I think maybe the difference is they like to keep their running back in what I call the pistol, where the back is typically directly behind the quarterback, as opposed to like a sidecar, you know, like kind of how we do it. But you know, I don't know that affects scheme a whole lot. I think, you know, in the run game, it's in a lot of ways you can get some downhill run a little better, and they've got some good backs. But they'll throw the ball around. They've got, you know, again, they have a good scheme. I know that their coaches work hard at it. They've got good players, but I think from a formation standpoint, that's what we're expecting, and you know, we'll have to get lined up and do our thing, and that's the key to, you know, is to get lined up and be able to adjust their different formations, make sure that we're communicating on the defensive side of the ball against their offense, and let the chips fall where they may.
Well, as always, Coach, we appreciate you sitting down with us before the game. We'll let you get back to the boys. We'll be right back. You're listening to Countdown to Kickoff on your Christian FM.
Hi, JW from Barker Air Conditioning. These hot and humid days sure do take a toll on your air conditioning system. Barker Air Conditioning offers our ESA annual or semi-annual maintenance plans to keep things in good working order. Barker Air Conditioning, servicing Indian River County since 1959.
Christian FM can put this game on the radio thanks to the support of businesses like Chuck Bateman State Farm Insurance in Vero Beach. Chuck's goal is to create an atmosphere where customers can talk about what's important to them. He's also a huge supporter of our local chapter of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Chuck's phone is 567-1106 or chuckbatemaninsurance.com.
Hi, Derek West here from the Genesis Church of Vero Beach. We are proud supporters of Fighting Indians football and Vero Beach athletics. We invite you to join us this Sunday at 9:15 for our services. If you can't join us in person, please visit us online at gcvero.com. Genesis Church of Vero Beach, place of love where honest men are known and unafraid to love the hardest stone. Visit us at gcvero.com.
More Countdown to Kickoff by Cap's Pizza and Pub.
Well, here we go, folks. We're getting set for our first game of the season. Sort of. It's an exhibition game, a preseason game. Gives us a chance to see if all the hard work is paid off. And speaking of hard work, summer ball, Gary, is, well, first of all, welcome back, man. It's good to have you here.
It's good to be back. It's just a few months ago we were doing a spring game, and here we are for the Kickoff Classic to get the season started all over the state of Florida.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun tonight, and we're looking forward to it. You know, from the last whistle of the playoff game to the first whistle of the season, man, there's so much anticipation about getting to this point in time. And you got off-season workouts, Gary. There's a lot that goes into it. We've talked a little bit about this in the show on Tuesday night with Coach Jay. But just to kind of go back over this again, I am so impressed with the commitment level that the players put in for the last, 6, 7, 8 months to get ready for this night.
Unbelievable. And as Coach Jay told us on his Coach's Corner at Caps on Tuesday nights, he told us that they give them a few weeks after the season, after the holiday, after Christmas, then sometime in January, toward the end of January, they start their next program for this upcoming season. They start lifting, they start conditioning. They work hard to get ready to go to spring practice. And that's the dedication by the coaches and the players.
Yeah, it is. And again, I'm just so impressed. I mean, in this day and age, you see so much, almost chaos going around the country. And just to sit down and watch these young men that day in and day out, nobody's watching. It's just them and the coaches that are showing up and doing the workouts. Sometimes it's early in the morning. Sometimes it's late in the afternoon.
Right.
They just got to get it in depending on, what the schedules are, the weather situation, all of that. But they come to practice. And we'll talk more about our new quarterback, Tyler Aronson. But you talk about a commitment. Here's a young man that's currently living down in Palm Beach County, and he commutes every single day to practice in the off season. Never missed a practice, was never late.
Unbelievable commitment. That is part of what Lenny Jankowski brings to the program. His dedication himself. Success. You win. Success breeds success.
Yeah.
And when they win, people like to be a part of it. Whether it's St. Lucie County kids driving up here or if it's a kid from Palm Beach driving all the way up here, to be a part of this program, that says a lot about Lenny Jankowski. And you and I both said, Paul, over the years, I think he's one of the greatest high school coaches I've ever seen coach.
I agree with you, and it's going to be a lot of fun to watch him and his staff out there tonight as they try to bring all this together. I mean, it's been months and months of running drills. It's been different camps. It's been 7-on-7s. And now it all comes together tonight to see. And when they're under the lights and they're against another team and the pressure's on, how will these kids perform?
Well, I think you'll be surprised that they're ready. They've been, the skilled players have been going to 7-on-7 camps all summer. Mm-hmm. So they've gone up against great receivers, great quarterbacks, and running backs throughout the summer. The linemen have been to different lineman camps all over the state and then all over the country. So they've been given some good opportunities to showcase themselves. They're fired up, Paul. Ronnie Self will tell you when we get a chance to talk to Ronnie about it. He was there at practice a lot this last few weeks, and he said that the hitting was unbelievable, both on the offense and the defensive side. And I tell you, that's just that time of the year you're getting ready to tie it up. Let's go to it.
Yeah, and we're going to continue on here. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit more as we get set for our kickoff classic between Boca Raton and your own Vero Beach Fighting Indians. The Caps Pizza pregame show, countdown to kickoff, continues right after this.
The Tripp family, GNC, and the Miracle Mile are crazy about the Vero Beach Fighting Indians and their fans. Joe and his staff have over 2 decades in the supplement business and know all about sports nutrition, along with vitamins, herbs, weight loss, and wellness products. GNC also offers meal replacements and testosterone support. 0.
Perkins Pharmacy in Vero Beach is glad to be a supporter of Christian FM and to help put Fighting Indians football on the radio. Owner Edwin Perkins and his staff are all big fans of the Fighting Indians, and they hope Coach Jankowski and the team have the right prescription for another winning season. Perkins Pharmacy is on State Road 60, right across the street from KFC. Their phone is 978-6470.
Thanks to Roy Bell Grading Services for sponsoring Fighting Indians football and the Fighting Indians post-game show. Roy Bell Grading Services is locally owned and operated, providing services to this area for over 37 years. Roy Bell Grading Services offers services such as land clearing, grading, laser grading, and complete site work.
Hi, my name is Chase Bell. My family and I support Fighting Indians football and Christian FM. Go Indians!
No job too small or too big. Roy Bell Grading Services. We roll the earth. 772-473-4559.
More Countdown to Kickoff by Cap's Pizza and Pub.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking forward to tonight's contest. Boca is coming into the house tonight to take on your own Vero Beach Fighting Indians in the Kickoff Classic. Now, this is a preseason game. It's an exhibition game, so by the record, it doesn't count. But when you talk to players, you talk to coaches, they all are going to tell you the same thing. We're out there on the field, it counts. The score matters. Who wins and who loses, it matters. It carries you into the season. Gary, you've played in a number of these, and, you can have all the coaches speak and players speak and all you want, but in the locker room, they all talk about it. They want to win.
Well, when I was in the NFL, preseason games was mostly in the beginning set up for your rookies and to showcase them for, we used to play 6 games, where now they only play 3. And so the veterans would gradually work themselves in to the position. But it was a great opportunity for young guys to get a chance to showcase themselves. And you've got a new quarterback with Tyler Aronson here. That is a new quarterback to our program.
Yep.
He was a starter at Benjamin for 2 years, the last couple years, and now he's transferred up here. We're dying to see what he can bring to the table. We know what we've seen, but what he can do with this offense is going to be exciting, Paul. He's that kind of a player. Folks, he will showcase a lot of good talent.
He absolutely will. I've had a chance to be out of practice and watch him throw a little bit, and you can just tell it's kind of like somebody who can hit the bomb in the baseball, somebody who can just throw it deep. Yeah, that's Tyler.
Well,
Tyler just rips it.
But the good thing you like about him, and you and I have interviewed him, his composure.
Yeah.
He's just cool, calm. Doesn't get excited, doesn't let things bother him.
And he's only a junior, folks. So let me just kind of give you the little background on Tyler Aronson. So as Gary said, he spent 2 years at Benjamin down in Palm Beach County area there. And last year he threw for over 2,100 yards, 28 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, had about almost a 60% completion rate. So you expect in a Lenny Jankowski offense that you'll see that completion rate go up quite a bit. But the biggest thing, as Gary has said, is it's about him learning Lenny's offense and honestly Lenny learning his strengths and weaknesses and working on improving those weaknesses.
Lenny's had a lot of fun with him, and Tyler came in kind of late to the program, and so he's had to play catch-up all summer to get there. And Lenny said to you and I the other day was that his last 5 practices was his best 5 practices since he's been here.
Yeah.
That says a lot about the young man.
Absolutely does. So, again, we're pretty excited about him. But, hey, there are 10 other guys that will be on the field with Tyler. And, of course, we start looking at those receivers. You got to start with Dre Jacobs, that he's already a verbal commitment with a bad hamstring, had 5 touchdowns and a half last year in a ball game. So, he's going to looking for big things. You got a couple of good running backs, an offensive line that looks very strong. So, there's a lot of optimism about this offense.
I'm really, really wanting to see how well that offensive line has adjusted and how well they play as a unit. Mm-hmm. They got a tremendous amount of good athletes on that line, pretty good strong boys, and they can really get around and move around. So I'm dying to see how fast they get out to their screens, how well they block on the line of scrimmage, whether they zone block, man block, whatever it may be. I'm really excited to see how well they play tonight because their success is the foundation to this success of this offense.
And we haven't even talked about the defense yet. It's being led by our new defensive coordinator, Bill Mata. You got Keyshawn Campbell, who's going to anchor there along with Rojas, who's back. Kevin Pollock, who got injured last year, is going to show you some special things, I think, this season. He is a good, awesome talent that you're going to enjoy watching in that linebacker position. Kesney Brown anchoring that defensive line. Then you got the secondary. Cam Perez, who was the backup quarterback last year, is going to be in that backfield there for the defense playing safety. So he's going to be kind of like the quarterback in the secondary here for this defense. So it's going to be an interesting look for the Fighting Indians.
Absolutely. It is as exciting as this offense, and I've said this over and over, as exciting as our offense is, this defense will be the very similar excitement on defense as we do offense. You never know where the blitz is coming, the stunt's coming. You never know with he does it. Coach Mata does a great job of disguising the coverages really well, and it's a challenge for an offensive coach.
We're excited. I hope you're getting excited because we're getting closer and closer to kickoff time. We'll step aside. We're going to bring in the rest of the crew. Ronnie and Matt are down on the field. We'll check in with them right after this.
Hi, JW from Barker Air Conditioning. These hot and humid days sure do take a toll on your air conditioning system. Barker Air Conditioning offers our ESA annual or semi-annual maintenance plans to keep things in good working order. Barker Air Conditioning, servicing Indian River County since 1959.
Christian FM thanks Paris Family Chiropractic for their support. Dr. Matt Paris is a longtime resident of Vero Beach and a former quarterback for the Fighting Indians. Just like our Fighting Indians work hard for the win, Dr. Paris works hard for a patient's well-being. From proper alignment to good nutrition, Dr. Paris helps patients achieve the win. Paris Family Chiropractic. When the spine is in line, everything is fine. 299-4649 or parisfamilychiro.com. HBS Glass is a proud supporter of Fighting Indians Athletics and Christian FM. Since 1973, HBS Glass has served homeowners, architects, and contractors in the Vero Beach area. HBS Glass offers hurricane impact windows and doors. HBS Glass, 722 3rd Place or hbsglass.com. Thanks to HBS Glass.
More Countdown to Kickoff by Cap's Pizza and Pub.
Welcome back as we continue to count down to kickoff. The Fighting Indians with their kickoff classic will host Boca Raton. The Bobcats coming in here. Bobcats with a playoff berth last year, looking to rebound and get another playoff berth this year. For both teams, it's looking to start this new season off on the right foot. So let's find out what both sides of our team is going to look like. And we go down to the field. We'll check in with both Dr. Matt Paris and Ronnie Zelf. We'll start with Ronnie. Hey, Ron.
Hey, Paul, it's good to be back again. And as usual, we've got a nice breeze coming out. Gary said it was a hurricane almost. Got a good breeze coming out of the east-southeast tonight, blowing across the field. And, field conditions, field looks pretty good in the middle, but you get down outside the numbers, and there's a lot of loose grass, especially going into the end zone. Defensively, look for Vero to come out and play a good, sound, attacking defense tonight. That's how Coach Mata has been coaching them. That's what they like to play. They want to be fundamentally sound. By that I mean they need to know what to do if a guard pulls or if a man goes in motion. Those type of things and how they'll react to those type of things. So look for Vero to come out and play good hard football tonight. Talking with Coach Mata, he says we'll go as good as our defensive secondary carries us and our front line defensively carries us tonight. We've got like you said, Perez starting for the first time at safety, and we've got a freshman starting tonight at corner.
All right, well, sounds good. We're excited and ready to see that defense on the field. Offensively speaking, we're excited to see what our new quarterback's going to look like and how he can handle all those skill players that he's going to have around him, those weapons. Dr. Matt is standing by with the offense. Hey, Matty.
Yeah, hey, guys. You talk about a lot of weapons, and the coaches are definitely excited. It's like one of those things where you just want to whisper. You don't want to speak it too loud, but they are very excited. The rumor is that we're not very we're very thin. We don't have a lot of backup, but that's okay because what we've got is dynamic. And I was asking the coaches, I said, what's the key for tonight? And you know what it was, Paul? It wasn't about X's and O's tonight as much as they want to see consistency. They want to see that in the offensive line. And as far as getting off the ball, getting the right reads, being able to do that. Because we got some new starters there with our quarterback. Same thing with him, the consistency in making the right reads, making the throws that he's supposed to. The same thing with our running back and our wide receivers. But that was the one word that I heard tonight. Nothing about X's and O's, but they would really want to see us in this Jamboree game, consistency.
All right, Matt. when you have a game like this, Matt, obviously, and it's been hot. It's been hot for a while, obviously, because of the summer. I would imagine that there's going to be some concern about seeing how far these players can go, make sure they're staying hydrated, obviously. But, cramps probably in that second half has got to be a concern.
Oh, there's no doubt. But you know what? The Florida High School Athletic Association, they do a good job. They stop the clock at a certain amount of time, make sure the guys are getting hydrated. And then we got something new down here. We got a fan that's like a misting fan at the stuff that you would see either in the pros or at the collegiate level. And once again, it just goes to show you the program that we have at Vero Beach High School. It literally is like playing on Saturdays at the collegiate level. And so it's definitely a concern, obviously, with the fans that they brought out here. And but watch AJ, our trainer. He's going to be all over these guys, making sure they stay hydrated. But you're right. But this is a good test, and we live here in Florida, so hopefully these boys are used to it.
Hey, Gary wants to know if you could send one of those fans up this way here so that we can stay cool today.
Yeah, I know the big guy does.
Hey, no, Matt. I'm always cool.
Oh, wow.
That's Snoopy, huh? He's cool like that.
All right. Thanks, Matt and Ronnie. We'll be checking in with those guys through the course of this ball game as we continue to count down to kickoff. Still ahead, Bobby Paris will be here, and we'll have a new edition of Women of the Fighting Indians. She'll be talking to Dre Jacobs' mom here in just a little bit. And we'll get a chance to talk to Dre himself as we get to know our Indians. We got more Countdown to Kickoff coming up right after this.
The Tripp family, GNC, and the Miracle Mile are crazy about the Vero Beach Fighting Indians and their fans. Joe and his staff have over 2 decades in the supplement business and know all about sports nutrition, along with vitamins, herbs, weight loss, and wellness products. GNC also offers meal replacements and testosterone support and tailors their products to meet individual needs. 562-2450.
Jeremiah's Italian Ice loves our Vero Beach Fighting Indians. Jeremiah's offers over 40 flavors of Italian ice and 2 flavors of soft serve ice cream. The showcase of the menu is layering the 2 together for their gelati. Located off State Road 60 in the Marshalls Plaza, Jeremiah's Italian Ice. Live life to the coolest.
Molinari Pools is a proud supporter of Fighting Indians football and Christian FM. A family-owned and operated business, the Molinari family, longtime members of this community. Joel Molinari, a former Fighting Indian, loves serving the Treasure Coast residents from pool cleaning to repairs to pool remodeling. Molinari Pools. Love people, love pools. 772-778-2633 or molinaripools.com.
Welcome back to Countdown to Kickoff on the Vero Nation Network. Time to get to know your Indians.
All right, we're with Vondravius Jacobs, wideout for Vero Beach High School in his senior season. All right, Dre, man, it's already here, senior season, man. Are you excited to get this underway?
Of course. We've been working all summer just for this. We tired of hitting each other. We're ready for another opponent.
Now you're senior leader. Man, last year you came in here, your junior season, I think you caught about, 49 passes, 800 yards, something like that. Now you're going to be the guy. You're the number 1 target. I know you like that role.
Of course. I love what come behind it. It is what it is. I've been working for this my whole life, so it's going to pay off.
Last year, a little bit of a health issue with the hamstring. I'm sure it's 100% now.
Yes, sir. It's 100%. I feel, like I said, at Media Day, this is probably the best I felt going into the season, so, I'm excited for that.
You've already got your school picked out. You got a verbal commit to Florida State. Talk about that process. I know that's been your dream school. Why has that been your dream school?
Ever since I was a kid, I always used to watch football, college football, whatever. And every time I just watch the Seminoles, I just got a feeling in me like I want to play for that school. That's the school I want to go to. It's just the way that they play, the way that they love each other, the atmosphere up there. Just as soon as I got the offer, I already knew I was going.
When did you start watching football?
Before I can talk. My mom and my dad used to always tell me I used to cry when they used to turn the games off and all that. I always loved football.
When did you know that this is what you wanted to do, maybe for a living?
Really? I don't remember. My mom would tell you, she said I was like 4 or 5. Then, they tried to get me to go play flag football, and I seen the older kids playing tackle. And I went over there crying, saying I want to play tackle, I want to play flag. And I came out the next year. So ever since then, I always knew that I fell in love with the game.
Who's your favorite athlete?
Of all time?
All time.
Calvin Johnson, Megatron.
Oh, that's a good one. That is a really good one. Man, if you can do half of what he did, man, you're going to have a special career.
Yes, sir. He was the greatest receiver to ever play the game of football. Just the physical aspect, the speed, the size, everything just all combined at once. It was amazing to watch.
I'm a little older. I'm a little partial to Jerry Rice, but that's okay. Megatron's not bad either. Tell me about your family.
My family's doing good. They behind me 100%. Whatever choice I made, they behind me 100%, and I love them, and we're doing good.
I think a word I heard is you got a little brother that's playing, I think, on JV, right?
Yes, sir. I got a little brother playing JV. Watch out for him. Yeah. He might be better than me.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Really?
Yes,
we'll have to keep our eyes on that. Who's your NFL? Who's your favorite team?
Seattle Seahawks.
Seahawks. Wow. Way across the other coast. Why?
Same thing with the with the Seminoles. That's every time I watch them. I just fell in love with them.
What are your goals for this year?
State championship. I ain't really got no personal goals, but a team goal, state championship. I feel like I did my personal goal was to go to college, get my dream school offer. I did that. I got out of the way. Nah, it's team goal. We're trying to get states.
Wide receiver room. Who's the guy that's surprising you so far right now?
I want to say Lil Willard. He's smaller, but he's tough, and his route running is incredible. He's shifty, twitchy, and Troy, burner. Troy, probably the fastest kid on campus, like they say. Yeah. And then, probably, I ain't gonna all the starting receivers. Nate, 6'6", speed, you go up and hop on the ball, it's a scary crew this year.
Nice to have some friends out there on the field, huh?
Yes, sir, of course. Ain't nobody gonna replace Ephraim from last year. That was my go-to, but it's gonna rock out. We're gonna do good.
All right, I'll give you the mic. Who you want to shout out to?
Shout out the whole team. I love y'all boys.
All right, that's Dre. Good luck, my friend.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
The Tripp family, GNC, and the Miracle Mile are crazy about the Vero Beach Fighting Indians and their fans. Joe and his staff have over 2 decades in the supplement business and know all about sports nutrition, along with vitamins, herbs, weight loss, and wellness products. GNC also offers meal replacements and testosterone support and tailors their products to meet individual needs. 562-2450.
A family business for 25 years, Total Golf Cart supports the Fighting Indians and their fans. They're the authorized club cart dealer and love to assist buyers to find the golf cart that best meets their needs. They offer both new and used club cars. And Total Golf Cart also has a full service department at 1140 South US 1 in Vero Beach or at TotalGolfCart.com.
Christian FM thanks Paris Family Chiropractic for their support. Dr. Matt Paris is a longtime resident of Vero Beach and a former quarterback for the Fighting Indians. Just like our Fighting Indians work hard for the win, Dr. Paris works hard for a patient's well-being. From proper alignment to good nutrition, Dr. Paris helps patients achieve the win. Paris Family Chiropractic. When the spine is in line, everything is fine. 299-4649 or ParisFamilyChiro.com. The Fighting Indians rely on teamwork, and so does Christian FM. One of those teammates is Scott Sporting Goods. Scott Sporting Goods features an array of sporting equipment, including clothes and shoes. They are also the ones that fit our Fighting Indians broadcast team with the Fighting Indians apparel. Located in downtown Vero Beach, 1407 20th Street. Their phone number is 778-0661. Thanks to Scott Sporting Goods.
Perkins Pharmacy in Vero Beach is glad...
Ohana Water Systems is proud to partner with Christian FM. Hi, I'm Mikey, owner of Ohana Water Systems. We've created a technology that takes city and even well water and turn it into drinkable, pH-balanced, remineralized alkaline water throughout the entire house. Our system also protects the plumbing and appliances from hard water damage. No obligation consultations and water testing available. Online at ohanawatersystems.com.
It's countdown to kickoff. Now, here's Bobby Paris.
This is Bobby Paris welcoming you all to our 2022 football season. Can't believe it's already here. And welcoming you to Women of the Fighting Indians, where we get a woman's perspective on Friday night under the lights. I have the privilege of interviewing moms of our senior varsity football players. And my guest this evening is the beautiful Felicia Noble. Welcome, Felicia.
Hi, Bobby. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. And like I said, it's come around so fast, and here we are. So we're just going to enjoy this season. Felicia is the mom to number 1, on the field and in our hearts. He's very athletic and talented, Vandravius Jacobs. So this is about you, though, Felicia. So tell us about yourself.
I was born in Augusta, Georgia. I was raised in Fort Pierce, Florida. I attended Westwood High School. I work for Fresenius Medical Center, and I just enjoy spending time with my kids and going to games and all the good stuff. I have 5 children. Ages ranges from 31, 21, 17, 16, which is a girl, which is the only girl, and 15 is the baby boy.
Well, that girl is a princess, I bet. That's amazing. And you are one busy lady. Were you raised in a sports family, and did you play any sports yourself?
I wasn't raised into a sports family, and I didn't play any sports, but my children, father's side of the family was all athletic. And so I think my children picked up the sports from that side of the family.
They got the genes from that side of the family for their sports. Okay, well, that's good. You know what? I so admire these sports moms. I mean, I have been one, but it just seems like there's so much more going on. And you're a busy lady. You have job, family, 5 children. I can't even home and any other businesses. I mean, if you're involved in your church or any kind of programs. So you're going all the time. How do you keep this together? How do you keep, if there's such a thing, how do you keep it organized?
Well, I thank God for cell phones. I thank God for the support system that I have. My family is a big support system. They help out whenever I need, sisters, mother, everyone is there for wherever I need them at. So I thank God for that.
Okay. All righty. So join me, Bobby Paris, at halftime for more of Women of Fighting Indians football.
Hi, JW from Barker Air Conditioning. These hot and humid days sure do take a toll on your air conditioning system. Barker Air Conditioning offers our ESA annual or semi-annual maintenance plans to keep things in good working order. Barker Air Conditioning, servicing Indian River County since 1959.
Thanks to Longevity Rehab Centers in Vero Beach and Sebastian, owned by locals whose mission is to help heal those who are hurting with a goal of getting them back to a productive life. Longevity Rehab has built a reputation of trust with their clients from the top down, offering both physical and massage therapy designed to restore, relieve, or maintain a healthy lifestyle. Blue Cross Blue Shield, Humana, Cigna, United Healthcare, Health First, Medicare, and most insurances are accepted. LongevityRehab.com.
Air Docs of the Treasure Coast, cooling specialists, are Fighting Indians football supporters. They know how important it is to have a cooling system that can stand up to our Florida heat. Air Docs offers a full range of cooling and heating services, including repairs, tune-ups, and systems maintenance. Online at airdocsac.com and Facebook.
Jeremiah's Italian Ice loves our Vero Beach Fighting Indians. Jeremiah's offers over 40 flavors of Italian ice and 2 flavors of soft serve ice cream. The showcase of the menu is layering the 2 together for their gelati. Located off State Road 60 in the Marshalls Plaza, Jeremiah's Italian Ice. Live life to the coolest.
A family business for 25 years, Total Golf Cart supports the Fighting Indians and their fans. They're the authorized club card dealer and love to assist buyers to find the golf cart that best meets their needs. They offer both new and used club cars. And Total Golf Cart also has a full service department at 1140 South US 1 in Vero Beach or at TotalGolfCart.com.
Molinari Pools is a proud supporter of Fighting Indians football and Christian FM. A family-owned and operated business, the Molinari family, longtime members of this community. Joel Molinari, a former Fighting Indian, loves serving the Treasure Coast residents from pool cleaning to repairs to pool remodeling. Molinari Pools. Love people, love pools. 772-778-2633 or molinaripools.com.
Well, we're just moments away from getting this game underway. The Kickoff Classic. Your own Vero Beach Fighting Indians are hosting Boca Raton. Let's take a look at your Fighting Indians. We'll have our starting lineups for tonight. Up front on the offense, from left tackle to right tackle, Eric Benitez, Chase Stevens, Silas Backler, Paul Paris, Dalton Jordan. Skill players, it's going to be Troy Smith on a wideout, Justin Woolard in the slot, Vandravius Jacobs on the other wideout, and Nate Gwynn on the slot receiver. Quincy Rogers, Jaquan Jean will split time in the backfield as running backs, and it'll be Tyler Aronson who will lead the Fighting Indians at quarterback. The transfer from Benjamin last year threw for 2,177 yards, 29 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. We'll look at Tyler to see how he responds under the lights here as his first start for the Fighting Indians. On the other side of the ball, defensively, up front, it will be Warren Perry, Kisney Brown, Gene Galbert. The linebackers, Bucky Rojas, Keyshawn Campbell, Kevin Pollock. In the secondary, E.J. White, a freshman getting a start tonight. Derek Williams, Aiden Smith, and Donquell Wesley on the other corner. Special teams, it will be Jesse Lewis doing the kicking and Cam Perez at the punter. We'll step aside. National anthem's coming up, and the start of this ball game. The opening kickoff is coming up next. This is Fighting Indians football.
Hi, JW from Barker Air Conditioning. These hot and humid days sure do take a toll on your air conditioning system. Barker Air Conditioning offers our ESA annual or semi-annual maintenance plans to keep things in good working order. Barker Air Conditioning, servicing Indian River County since 1959.
Air Docs of the Treasure Coast, cooling specialists, are Fighting Indians football supporters. They know how important it is to have a cooling system that can stand up to our Florida heat. Air Docs offers a full range of cooling and heating services, including repairs, tune-ups, and systems maintenance. Online at airdocsac.com and Facebook.
The Fighting Indians rely on teamwork, and so does Christian FM. One of those teammates is Scott Sporting Goods. Scott Sporting Goods features an array of sporting equipment, including clothes and shoes. They are also the ones that fit our Fighting Indians broadcast team with the Fighting Indians apparel. Located in downtown Vero Beach, 1407 20th Street. Their phone number is 778-0661. Thanks to Scott Sporting Goods.
A septic system is only as good as the installation and maintenance. Reliable Septic is the name known along the coast for being the professionals who install and service these systems for both residential and commercial uses. They'll determine the on-site needs and design considerations for a complete wastewater treatment system. Thanks to Reliable Septic Service. 772-562-4242.
The touchdown. Pass is going over the middle of the field. Wide open is Jacobs. He's got it. He's going in from 37 out for the score. Boom. Pressure on the snap. Defense in the backfield. The ball's loose. And the Indians have it in the end zone for the touchdown. Handoff's going to go off to the right side. Jaquan Jean's got it. There's a little bit of a hole. He's off to the races. It is to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Score it, Jean.
This is Fighting Indians football. Bureau Nation Network and Christian FM Sports presents Fighting Indians football with Matt Paris, Ronnie Self, Gary Paris, and Paul Tipton.
Several months of workouts and practices come to a close tonight with an exhibition game. This game will measure the progress of all of the offseason work and get these boys ready for the season opener next week. Coach Jankowski has put together another tough schedule that includes several state powerhouse teams. Boca Raton, a playoff team last year, looks to build on that wave. Coach David Angel hopes this version of the Bobcats can make another playoff run. Both coaches will look to new additions to their teams. Let's get to it. Bobcats, Indians, the kickoff classic. Friday night lights are on, and it is game time. Hey, Vero Nation, I'm Paul Tipton. Welcome to Fighting Indians football. We're proud to bring you our 26th season of Indians football presented by the GNC in the Miracle Mile. The Indians have won the toss, and they have elected to receive, so the Bobcats get set to kick the ball away. Waiting for the whistle. It's there, and the kickoff is going from our right to left. But a flag, as you would expect on the opener here. A little jitters maybe, and a little offsides on the Bobcats. They'll move it back 5 yards, and let's re-kick. We'll have back deep to receive for the Fighting Indians, Justin Woolard and E.J. White, a freshman that I've heard so much talk about. He has been on the track team as an 8th grader, folks. He ran the 100-meter in 11 seconds.
Is the real.
That's moving.
He's the real deal. I'm telling you, just a freshman learning how to play the ball.
So they'll re-tee it here, move it back to the 35-yard line, get set for the kickoff. Got a pretty good breeze that the Bobcats are going to be kicking into. This one will go short, right about the 24-yard line. Muffed, trying to pick it up and able to get back on top of it for Vero Beach. And that was Dean Collins there on the recovery for the Indians, and will set Vero Beach up at its own 26-yard line to get this underway. So, Gary, you get a chance to see Tyler Aronson.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That's the thing you really excited about this offense right now is that two things, the foundation, the offensive lineman, and then the quarterback, and then let's throw a third one. Who's going to replace Floyd, Ephraim Floyd from last year?
Benitez, Stevens, Backler, Paris, Jordan from left to right on your offensive line. Smith, Woolard, Jacobs, Gwynn, receivers. And actually, we're going to go 5 wide as Gene is going to motion now, go back into the backfield. There's a jump, and it will be offside. So the Indians are going to get 5 free ones.
Yeah, that's a big break there for your offense. Now you only need your 1st and 5. Again, the calmness of the offense to stay put there. And again, the quarterback is clapping. That doesn't necessarily mean the ball's coming then.
Jacobs is going to shift from the right side. He's lined up over on the left side on the inside slot. Gwynn, the lone man on the right side. Now Gene's going to shift over to the left side of Aronson. 1st and 5 from the 31. And movement.
Yeah, that's going to come on. Now, here's the situation. You can't leave your linemen sitting there a long time.
Yeah.
Because those guys are ready to go, and that time it took a little longer. That's the center, and in the center, even though
2 penalties, we call that a do-over here. 1st and 10, back to the 26. Looking to throw. Aronson steps up into the pocket, shakes off a couple of blocks or a couple of tackles, gets to the 30-yard line, pick up a 4.
Good pressure that time. They were going to run a screen to the left side, and the pressure from that outside forced him to have to step up in the pocket, and then he kept his eyes downfield, nothing there. He picks up about 3 or 4 yards.
2nd and 6. We're just getting started here. There's no score in the first quarter. Vero Beach on the opening possession here is Aronson coming back over. He got a little closer to the Coach Jay to check out the call. So from the 30-yard line of Vero Beach, it's a 2nd down and 6. Aronson takes the snap, hand off to Gene, up the gut. He's got room to the 40, still on his feet to the 45.
That's a great job by the offensive line. Chase Stevens does a great job. Paul Paris on the right side. And they just opened up a hole right there, and Gene went right through for the 1st down.
Off tempo now, 1st down and 10, and pick up a 16 on the carry by Gene. Pump fake, Aronson rolling out to his right, and he will be tackled for a loss around the 41.
All right, those are the things that a quarterback's new to a system that it takes time to iron out. That time it was going to be a quick pass to the right side. He was looking toward Jacobs. The defense adjusted. He needs to get his eyes a little and look for his 2nd and 3rd option. Everybody was covered, so he took a sack that time.
So they'll take a loss of 4, make it 2nd down and 14. Trips to the left side. Quick check to the sideline by Aronson. Aronson looking left, fires, finds his receiver, Jacobs. Jacobs trying to turn it upfield, will pick up about 3.
Yeah, that's good defense that time. They were a little bubble screen to the outside, to the left. They get the hand into their ball into the best receiver's hands. That's Jacobs. Jacobs only picks up about 4 yards or so on that play.
3-yard line.
This is WSCF Vero Beach, your home for Fighting Indians football. Paul Tipton, Gary Paris here tonight in the exhibition game. Boca taking on Vero Beach. Vero Beach looking at a 3rd and 13. Handoff left side, Gene. He's got room, gets to midfield. And now it's going to be a 4th down decision for Coach Jankowski.
Yeah, you would think that he'd do a long count here or some kind, or try to get him to jump offside. But if you punt, you're going to put him back deep. If you don't make it, you're giving him pretty good fair field position.
4th and 6. Aronson rolling out, looking, fires downfield, has his receiver. Jacobs turns, spins to the races, 20 to 15, and that's where he stopped. Big first down for Vero Beach. What a throw by Aronson.
And I mean to tell you, was that right on the number? Coach Jay didn't even hesitate. He called a rollout pass to the right. You saw the premier receiver on this team, Jacobs, come flying across from one side to the other, makes that catch for the first down.
Quick one left side. Woolard got some blocks, trying to get to the corner. Touchdown, Justin Woolard.
That was a quick play. On a big play like that, they went into NASCAR. NASCAR being everybody runs up to the line of scrimmage. The defense was not ready for that. How about that 4th down throw by Aronson to Jacobs? That's a big play right there.
Jesse Lewis will come to try to tack on the extra point. 16-yard reception for Justin Woolard. Good blocking by those receivers on the outside to let him get to the corner. Snap, hold, kick is good. Vero Beach takes the lead off their first possession. They lead 7-0.
Hi, JW from Barker Air Conditioning. These hot and humid days sure do take a toll on your air conditioning system. Barker Air Conditioning offers our ESA annual or semi-annual maintenance plans to keep things in good working order. Barker Air Conditioning, servicing Indian River County since 1959.
Since 1980, the Village Beach Market has been that local store on the beach filled with friends that always has something for everyone. And we've been Fighting Indian fans for generations. From fresh baked goods to prepared foods to chef-inspired lunches and dinners, our slogan says it best, simply better. We're online at villagebeachmarket.com.
7 plays to go, 74 yards. Justin Woolard with a catch from Aronson for 16 yards into the end zone, and the extra point is good. It's a 7-0 lead. This scoring drive brought to you by McCall Insurance Agency. Boca late getting some personnel out there as Vero Beach gets set to kick off. Going from the east to the west end of the stadium. Perez puts it up. It's going to go high, and it'll go deep into the end zone, about 7-8 yards deep for the touchback. GP, how about the first series performance by Tyler Aronson?
Well, how about Lenny Jankowski's first big call on 4th down? I mean, he has all the confidence in the world in the junior quarterback and his senior wide receiver. That was a great throw, a rollout to the right, and you see the receiver goes in, back out, and he just hits him right on the numbers, and that's a big call, big play right there. Aronson looks like the real deal so far.
All right, so here we go for Vero Beach, for Boca. First down and 10. Flag is down. Toss play was nearly a disaster. But we'll check the penalty here. This looks like it's going to go against the offense. Got to believe it's an illegal formation.
Offside
they're
against
call
Vero.
Defense, really?
I believe they're talking to one of Vero's defensive backs. I believe it was Matthew King, that they may have been one that had. I mean, the official was talking to Matt. I don't know if he was saying, this is the line, and I'm not sure it was against Matt, but he was talking to him about the play.
The interesting thing was they threw the flag after the play started.
Yeah, you're right.
1st and 5, handoff off to the right side, up to the 31-yard line. Williams on the carry.
And that was a nice sprint to the right side. Good job by the guard pulling, and the receivers blocking on that right side as Williams was able to get that first down off that. The penalty was a big assist to him.
First down for Boca. Ball spotted at the 31-yard line of the Bobcats. Williams again trying to bounce out to the left side. Gets to the 32. stretching it out. The defense able to get him, push him out of bounds right around about the 36-yard line.
But he did everything up the field. I mean, I love the way David Williams is running right now. 5'8", 150 pounds. He just bounced things outside. Instead of taking a 2-yard gain, he ends up making it about a 6-yard gain there for the Bobcats.
Second down, 4. Ball at the 37-yard line of Boca. 7-0 lead. Vero Beach on its opening possession with the touchdown lead. Pass going towards the side, and it will go too far out of bounds. Incomplete.
Yeah, that's a mistake. You got Chance Ralston is a quarterback. He's a freshman in there right now, and he kind of lobbed that ball. If that ball hadn't gone out of bounds, that was probably going to be a pickoff by the defensive backs. That ball floated out there. That's the dangerous throw, no matter who you are, but especially for a freshman.
So a 3rd down and 4 coming up for the Bobcats from their own 37. Trailing 7-0. Twin receivers to the right side, a single to the left. Handoff, Williams trying to get around to the right edge. Shakes off a couple of tackles. He's getting up to midfield, and he'll have a Bobcat first down.
Yeah, there you saw the young defender out there trying to learn how to play. The freshman, he made a great job of avoiding the block, but then again, he just didn't wrap up on the tackle. He'll learn that you have to wrap up when you go to make a hit, especially an elusive running back like Williams. So that's another big run for Williams on this drive.
Picked up 13 on that carry. They're at midfield, 1st down and 10. Bobcats trailing the Indians 7-0. We got 7:18 to go in the first quarter, and Whistle's going to stop play. It's going to be a penalty on the center of the Bobcats.
Yeah, I think what he did is he picked the ball up off the ground, and he lifted it up. When you lift the ball up off the ground, you can move on offense because you're anticipating him snapping it.
So they'll put it back to the 45-yard line of Boca Raton, set up a 1st down and 15. Twin receivers on either side. Ralston looking to fire, finds his target. Big tight end, catches it at the 45-yard line of Vero Beach. That'll be a pickup of about 10.
Yeah, he had a nice big tall Sebastian St. Louis that he got it right in there. Good call, good play, big target like that. He picks up about 12, 13 yards on that play there. Brings up 2nd down now and about 3. Nice throw by the freshman there.
2nd and 3 into Vero territory at the 43. Trips to the right side. High snap. Handoff. Left side. Bulldozing his weight off. 1st down for the Bobcats. That is Ocean on the carry.
I'll tell you what, he did a banner job running that time.
We've hit the 6:14 mark here in the first quarter. Water break. We'll step aside. This is Indians football.
Christian FM is proud to welcome a new business coming soon to beautiful downtown Vero Beach, Downtown Dipper. Downtown Dipper is a step back in time to an old school ice cream shop, serving 24 flavors of hand-scooped ice cream, a family-owned and operated ice cream shop. Downtown Dipper, opening soon. Thanks to Downtown Dipper for supporting Christian FM and the Fighting Indians.
This is Fighting Indians football on the Vero Nation Network. Brought to you by Molinari Pools. Let's join Gary Paris and the voice of the Fighting Indians, Paul Tipton.
Well, thanks for joining us here tonight. Citrus Bowl, Billy Livings Field is where we are tonight. It is the Kickoff Classic. Boca Raton here, taking on your own Vero Beach Fighting Indians, and it's a 7-0 lead here in the first quarter with 6:14 to go. Paul Tipton along with Gary Pearson. Glad to have you along, Vero Nation.
Paul, as we anticipated, a young quarterback has been getting some big plays out of his running backs on this drive.
On 1st down, looking to swing pass right side for Williams. Williams found a red wall, and it goes down. That was number 52 for Vero Beach with a big tackle.
Wow, that was a nice job of coming up there, trying to figure out who 52 is with all these new numbers.
Hendricks getting that.
Deshaun Hendricks made that tackle. Wow, that was a nice. And again, he squared his shoulders, and the running back couldn't shake the defender, and he wrapped him up and put him for a loss on the play.
Deshaun Hendricks with the tackle. It's a loss of 2. 2nd and 12 for the Bobcats. Handoff. Ocean, right side, stuffed.
And now you saw the young freshman, E.J. White, made that tackle right there from the corner position.
Yeah.
He came up and he took him out. Ocean's a big kid, and E.J. just took his legs out and made a great tackle that time, and for about a yard gain on the play.
Yeah, make it 3rd down and 11. Ball will be spotted at the 36 or 37-yard line of Vero Beach. Indians lead 7-0 over the Bobcats. 4:54 and counting in the first quarter. Ralston looking to fling over the middle of the field, and it's going to be an incomplete. Boca fans want a pass interference call, but no flags down.
Well, he read it as a fake handoff. Then he rolls to the left. He plants and throws to his tight end trying to come across or from wherever angle he was, but he was behind the tight end on the throw. The throw was behind him, and there was immediate contact. Brings up 4th down.
So it's a 4th and 11. It looks like the punt unit's going to come out here.
And again, this is a good call because if you can pin Vero back inside the 20, that's a long way to go.
Wooler back deep for the Indians to receive the punt. Punt is away. E.J. White just about got his hands on that one. Ball rolling inside the 10, down to the 5-yard line.
That turns out to be an excellent choice there by Coach Angel there to go ahead and punt. Now, Vero's got to go 95 yards. They do have the wind with them, and it's going to be interesting to see on this drive the plays that Coach Jay calls.
Well, while we have a second here, maybe go down to the sideline, check in with Dr. Matt. Not a bad start for Tyler Aronson on that first series there, Matt.
Oh, Paul, it certainly was not. He had a couple of wise decisions where he didn't throw the ball. There was no one there, and, took off and got what he could get. And then what about that 4th down play? Just sticking on the money like he's a seasoned veteran here at Vero Beach High School.
Their back's up against the wall right now, starting from the 5-yard line. Quick with strike to Gwynn. What a good catch by Nate there as he gets the Indians past the 10-yard line.
That's the happiest guy on the field right now. Nate Gwynn, a defensive end last year, converted to tight end, does a great little stick route, picks up about 8 yards. Good catch, good throw.
The senior at 6'6", 221, and a verbal to Illinois right now with a catch to get the Indians a 2nd and short. Trips to the right side. Jean's going to shift to the right side of Aronson. Aronson hands off. Jean off the left side. Able to get past the 15-yard line. That'll be enough for an Indian first down.
Good job by the left side of that line. They did a good job of making the big hit out there, as you saw. On that side, you had Eric Benitez is one of those guys out on that side that helped Dalton. I believe that's Benitez. Okay, that's close. I'll get it right, Eric. I know you well. You won't be upset at me.
First down and 10. Indians at the 19-yard line. Aronson looking to throw. He's got Jean off that side, and Jean able to take it down inside just near the 20-yard line. To the 30-yard line. That'll be close for a first down, if not. Yeah.
We saw he was played in a slot position during the spring.
You're right.
And made several catches and had one great run.
Just shy, got 9.5 on that reception. 2nd and short. Aronson looking to throw. He's going for Jacobs off that side. Jacobs trying to stretch out for it. Can't bring it in. What's good about that throw, Gary, was the only person that was going to catch that was Jacobs.
Yeah, that was good coverage, too, by the defense. They did a good job of getting themselves. The defender got himself in place there. That's David Williams, who also plays running back. did a good job of getting himself in place. And the only guy that was going to catch that, you're right, was Dre Jacobs. That's a nice throw, just about a yard too far.
3rd and short. Twin receivers either side. Might have been movement on that offensive line, and I think we're going to go back 5. Yep. That'll change the play call a little bit.
Everybody shaking their head on that left side over there. Big Chase Stevens shaking his head. Nope, wasn't me. Benitez, nope, wasn't me. But the guy pointed that way, so that makes a little bit tougher play.
Yeah, you're looking at a 3rd and 5.5 here. Aronson, play action, trying to set up a screen. He's got Jacobs. Jacobs gives a couple of blocks, trying to turn it up. He's got the 30. He's got a first down as he gets close to the 35.
That was a well-executed pass play on that. That screen pass it's a solid pass to the right side. You saw the athleticism of Jacobs and Aaron Aronson, the quarterback.
Quick one. Left side now for Woolard. Woolard's got some blocks. 40, 45, flag down. He's at midfield and out of bounds.
Whoa, if I'm Lenny Jankowski, I'm upset with the official because I didn't see holding. That was a great job blocking by Troy Smith out there, and Lenny is livid with the official because again, from our angle up here, I thought Troy did a good job blocking.
It's 10 yards from the spot of the foul, but it does remain first down.
So that's going to negate a big play
takes
from
away
Aronson to Woolard.
Takes away a first down, and great job. I mean, it now brings from the spot of the foul, so brings up about first and 18.
Or
17, something like that in that neighborhood. Wow, it still was a great play. I still think Troy had a great block out there. Of course, I'm supposed to think that, right?
You against the officials? Never. First down play, handoff, Jean, and he gets hit near the line of scrimmage, able to get a couple with momentum. It's going to bring up 2nd down and long.
I tell you what, that was a great job of the tackling coming flying up in that on that play. I tell you what, that was Brody Costello, their linebacker. He comes up and makes a great hit on that play.
Aronson looking at his 2nd down and 14. Handoff again, Jean. Jean caught at the line of scrimmage, able to gather about a yard and a half, maybe 2. Now looking at 3rd and long.
Yeah, it looked like there was a play there for a while, and then it just closed up too quick.
Well, the Vero Beach football boosters would like to recognize their sponsors, Dyer Chevrolet, Dale Sorensen Real Estate, Lullock and Attorneys, and Reliable Septic. On 3rd down and long, Aronson looking to air it out. He's got Jacobs. What a catch! With a man on him, catches it at the 44-yard line, and now a spike is going to get an extracurricular flag, and it's going to push us back.
It's a dead ball foul, so the first down will
the first
count.
down, right? No, but it's still going to push us back.
But it pushes us back 15 yards from there. And I tell you what, you gotta you listen. You're a big time receiver. People are going to count on you. They're going to look at you, and that's just you can't do that. And he knows that. First thing he did was, oh my goodness, and he really wanted to apologize. And he will tell his teammates that one's on me. But it's going to be 1st and 10 instead of being down and around the 40. It's going to be on our 43-yard line.
1:22 and counting left in the first quarter. It's a 7-0 lead. This is the 2nd possession for the Fighting Indians. 1st down and 10. Aronson's going to hand off left side. And nowhere to go on that play.
I tell you, this offensive line is not getting the surge like we have seen them do, like you did earlier in this. They've got to get a surge off the ball right now. I think they've made some adjustments to the Bobcats, and actually they're getting too much penetration in the backfield on that on those snaps. This line's got to get, what was the word Matt used? Consistency.
Second down. Aronson with 4 receivers. Looking to throw. Swing out for Gene. What a good catch, but he's hit immediately at the line of scrimmage.
Somebody didn't pick up. There's 2 blockers on that side and 2 guys over there. Both guys were on one guy, and the one free guy for the Bobcats came up and made the hit. That's just a missed assignment out there by one of the receivers.
10 seconds remaining in the first quarter. 7-0 lead. Vero Beach looking at a 3rd and 10. Aronson looking to set up a screen. Woolard had it, dropped it. 4th down. And that will do it for the first quarter of play, I believe. So that's going to do it for the first quarter of play. The Indians took their first possession. 7 plays and 74 yards for a score. And right now, they're going to be looking at a 4th down situation when we come back for the start of the second quarter. This is Fighting Indians football.
Jeremiah's Italian Ice loves our Vero Beach Fighting Indians. Jeremiah's offers over 40 flavors of Italian ice and 2 flavors of soft serve ice cream. The showcase of the menu is layering the 2 together for their gelati. Located off State Road 60 in the Marshalls Plaza, Jeremiah's Italian Ice. Live life to the coolest.
The Tripp family, GNC, and the Miracle Mile are crazy about the Vero Beach Fighting Indians and their fans. Joe and his staff have over 2 decades in the supplement business and know all about sports nutrition, along with vitamins, herbs, weight loss, and wellness products. GNC also offers meal replacements and testosterone support and tailors their products to meet individual needs. 562-2450.
This is Vero Beach Fighting Indians football on Christian FM. Let's join Gary Paris and the voice of the Fighting Indians, Paul Tipton.
Well, to start the second quarter, we're looking at a 4th down, and we're going to see the first punt by the Fighting Indians as Perez gets the snap. It's going to be a high punt, but that wind's just going to hold it up. It's going to be a short punt, but then it was touched by Boca and Vero Beach on top of it. How about that for a turn of events?
Absolutely. And, one of the things we said in the break was that Vero needed 1 more second on the clock to punt with the wind. As you saw, kicking into this wind is almost impossible. And that was a ball that was well short, and nobody could find it. Somebody's got to tell the team that's covering, or rather blocking, look out. There's certain calls, and it bounced off one of the linemen's legs.
So set up shop at the 38-yard line on the plus side. And Indian offense with another chance here. Aronson looking to throw. Left side fires. Finds E.J. White trying to shake and bake, and he gets to the 30-yard line.
A little stick route there, about 6 yards. He makes the catch. Got to get your head around quick. He did. The freshman caught the ball, made one really, really great move that was able for him to get up and get about 9 yards on the play.
Second down and 1 coming up for the Indians. The ball at the 29-yard line. And so Ronnie and I were talking before the game, and I said over-under on cramps in this ball game. I said 7 would be the magic number. He went over, I went under. Well, there's our first one right there.
Well, we're all from Florida, and we all been used to heat and everything. Everybody knows about cramps. Now, here's the situation. David Williams is the running back, and David Williams is the defensive back.
Yeah.
And guess who had cramps? David Williams. So, here's a young man that's put in a lot of minutes here early. And part of that, we always tell these kids to get hydrated. Get yourself hydrated. Get all the kind of water in you can.
Second and short coming up for Vero Beach. After the muffed punt by Boca, Vero Beach gets another opportunity starting at the Boca 38-yard line, currently sitting at the 29 with a 2nd and 1. Aronson's got trips to the left side. Looking that way. Pressure coming, rolls out to his right. Now he's looking to run. He's got some room to run. He's at the 20 and out of bounds at the 15.
Wow, does he have a little speed? I mean, he accelerated. He looked downfield. He kept his eyes downfield. He only needed 1 yard. Wisely, what he did was he had 15 yards in front of him. He just took off and got that first down and a few extra yards on that. That's a heads-up play for your junior quarterback. He's an SMU commitment, and I can see why SMU really likes him because his athleticism, his ability to throw, and his decision-making.
Picked up 14 on that carry, puts it at the 15-yard line where it's now first down and 10. Vero Beach leading 7-0 here in the second quarter. Receiver in motion. That's Jacobs rolling out to his left side. Aronson looked to set up a screen, and he throws it a little high, intended for Gene.
That was a little bit what they call F screen to the left. It was set up beautifully. If he could have got the ball down a little, that line was downfield, doing a great job. He has to catch it right where he threw it, but he wasn't there, and it was a little high, so brings up second down.
Second and 10. Twin receivers on either side. Gene in the backfield. Aronson, a look to the sideline as Gene is going to shift to the right. Handoff, Gene trying to bounce it left, and he gets caught in the backfield. That time, Brock Anderson for Boca slices in to make the tackle.
Yeah, again, that's we talk about surge and penetration, and one thing you don't want on your offensive line is that word penetration by the other side, because they get across there, they can make plays, and they just did.
Loss of 1, it's 3rd and 11. Aronson, play action, trying to set up a screen. Jacobs trying to turn it up and got tackled, gets back to the 15 and a late flag.
I think they're calling holding probably on one. It looks like I saw the official said he was holding.
Yeah, it is a hold.
Like a block in the back on the Indians.
Or a block in the back.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
On the tackle, number 45, Brock Anderson.
You almost decline it. You almost have to.
Right, yeah, you're going to make it 4th down, yeah. Yeah, and they will. They'll decline it.
Now, Vero, what do? You want to see your field goal kicker, Jesse Lewis, get an attempt here, or you on 4th down, you're going to go for it and try to get the first down?
Have you met Coach Jankowski?
I've just given him some options.
Well, I can tell you this. I do not see a kicking team out there. I see the offensive unit, and it is 4th down and 10 at the 15. Aronson. Well, he's going to stop. We're going to have a false start, I believe.
Have a flag, pre-snap. Dead ball.
Yep.
False start.
Now it's a 4th and 15.
5-yard penalty.
Okay, false start. I didn't catch it.
I didn't either.
I did not. I was kind of watching I was looking at the formation. It must have come from inside because I was looking over at Troy Smith and Woolard on this side over here, seeing what they were looking at with Nate Quinn on this side on Tripp's left. I didn't see the movement.
All right, so backed up to the 20-yard line, 4th and 15. Trips on that left side. Jacobs, the lone receiver on the right. Aronson looking to throw, firing for Jacobs. Jacobs catches it, trying to turn it upfield, and he's right near the mark.
Nope, he didn't make it. He didn't make it. No, but boy.
What an effort.
What
an effort.
What
Great
a
throw,
catch.
great catch.
Yeah.
And great effort by Jacobs to try to get that first down, but they'll come up just shy, and it's going to be turnover on downs. So Boca avoids the mistake early off that muffed punt that gave Vero Beach great field position starting from the 38, but self-inflicted wounds by the Vero Beach offense stalls that drive, and it's a turnover on downs. Now Boca's got it at their own 7. Handoff. Ocean gets to about the 8-yard line, maybe 9.
How about Bucky Rojas come flying up in there and makes a great hit that time. a tackle for about a yard gain on that play. Boy, I tell you what, these linebackers for Vero Beach are very good. They're solid. Pollock, Campbell,
They're
and
very
Rojas.
well rested, too, because, man, Vero's offense has been out on the field for quite a while. On second down, Raton running out to the 15, to the 20, gets a couple extra yards out of bounds around the 23.
Yeah, he was wide open to the left side that time. And again, he rolls out because there was nobody there to throw the ball to. He was keeping his eyes downfield. He saw an acre of land in front of him, and he got the first down.
So they'll spot the ball up to the 23-yard line. We got 9 minutes, 40 seconds to go in the second quarter. Vero Beach leading 7-0. Coming up, the Genesis Church halftime show featuring women of the Fighting Indians with host Bobby Paris. That's coming up on the Genesis Church halftime show. Looking at first down and 10. Boca's going to send a 4-receiver set. 3 right side, single left. Quick screen, high. Goes over the receiver's head, and it's going to fall incomplete. Simawang was the intended target.
Wow. I don't know. That's a tough play. Vero had that smelled out really well.
Yeah.
I think he's lucky the ball went sailing high over his head, because if he'd have got that ball down, I think he would have been either hit right there for a tackle for a loss, a big loss.
So looking at a second down and 10 for Boca, who trails by 7. Again, going to go trips to the right side. Handoff. Ocean tries to cut back to the middle, and, man, he ran right into a red wall there at the 25.
I believe you're going to find a double-digit number down there, like 75 and 50 on the bottom of that.
Yeah, Montgomery.
Yeah, and then you had the big boy down there, Brown, yes. Yeah, Kisney right on the bottom of that.
Yeah.
Him and 75 are right there on that play. Yeah, that was good. Montgomery did a good job. They're playing a 3-man front with about, I'm sure it's 3-4-4.
On third and long, pass up in the air. And it's going to be a flag. Boy, there was no hope of catching that ball whatsoever. But because our defender ran into the receiver, they're going to throw the flag, and that's going to give them a first down.
Is incomplete. The flag was for pass interference.
That's a tough call. That the receiver had to slow down, try to find the ball, but the ball was thrown out of bounds. But in high school football, it doesn't matter if it's uncatchable or not. If you interfere, it's a penalty, and that's the right call. He did hit him.
He did.
Ball was in the air.
He did.
But it was nobody would have caught that ball.
Dre Jacobs, when I was talking to him, asked him who his favorite player was. He said Calvin Johnson, and I'm pretty sure Megatron could not catch that ball.
I wouldn't bet against it. He was fantastic. Everybody loved watching him play.
From the 41 of Boca, it's first down and 10 for the Bobcats, trailing by 7. Raton, pressure coming, screen out left side for Ocean. Ocean trying to turn it up to the 45, and then takes a big hit.
That's Campbell.
And Campbell lays the wood there. Pickup of about 7 on the reception.
Ocean's about 5'8" and about 225, 30 pounds, maybe a little bit more. Look at it. He is almost as round as he is tall, playing running back. And he is pretty good, getting nifty, getting out there.
He is. He's got some nimble feet there. But Keyshawn Campbell said, Second down, 4 at the 47-yard line. Indians bringing some pressure, and they'll catch him in the backfield. A tackle for a 2-yard loss.
Wow, I tell you what, there's a good job. I think that was Bacon back in there.
Yeah.
Matt Bacon, who missed got hurt on the very first game last year.
Yep.
Missed the whole season. He's back in at defensive end and made a nice tackle that time.
Full recovery, wearing that knee brace, but he is playing with reckless abandon out there and made a good play there. It's third down for 7:35 and counting. Second quarter, Vero leading 7-0. See if the Indian D can force a punt here. Oh, and a jump across the line by the defense. It's going to give them 5 yards and a first down.
Wow. And that's a veteran who was really hungry to make a play.
Yep.
I mean, he knows better, but he was trying to time it. And I tell you what, you get that adrenaline flowing, and you got all them juices. You want to get across there, and you want to make a big hit. And that's exactly what Keyshawn did. As I'll tell you what, he's a Troy University commitment. He's committed verbally to play at Troy University in Alabama.
First down and 10. Handoff. Ocean bulls his way towards the 45-yard line. Oh, excuse me, Louis. They got the carry that time. Chris, Jean, Louis.
They got Williams coming back in.
Williams coming back in.
This is a good drive. I'm going to tell you right now, they took over at the beginning of the quarter, and they've kind of like moved the ball.
Oh, no, we had the ball.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You're right.
Second down. Pass. Caught over the middle. And again, big target, Sebastian St. Louis with the catch. And that'll be enough for a first down and a timeout.
A little jump pass. A little jump pass by Ralston, the quarterback.
Yeah. Water break on the field. We'll step aside for a timeout as well. Vero leads 7-0 here in the second quarter.
Christian FM can put this game on the radio thanks to the support of businesses like Chuck Bateman State Farm Insurance in Vero Beach. Chuck's goal is to create an atmosphere where customers can talk about what's important to them. He's also a huge supporter of our local chapter of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Chuck's phone is 567-1106 or chuckbatemaninsurance.com.
This is Fighting Indians football on the Vero Nation Network, brought to you by Ohana Water Systems.
We're at the Citrus Bowl, Boone Olympics Field tonight. It is the Kickoff Classic preseason exhibition. Vero Beach hosting Boca Raton. We're in the second quarter. It's 6:21 to go. 7-0 lead for Vero Beach. And Vero Beach defense was hoping to force a punting situation, but a good pass by Raton to Sebastian St. Louis gives the Bobcats a first down as they get into Vero territory at the 38.
Well, you got a tall receiver that's about 6'5" or so, and your quarterback, all he does is kind of like, almost like he jumped up and threw the ball to him high, and what a catch, what a play, and he got the first down. That's twice they've had those plays. Like, they've seen two of them.
First down, Raton fakes the toss. He's going to run it up the middle. He's got a little bit of real estate. Lost the ball. And it must have gone out of bounds because Vero Beach is not jumping. Yeah.
I think that was Rojas that stripped that ball out of his hand trying to make the tackle on him. I saw number 5 over there. I may be wrong, but it looked like Bucky Rojas went to make the tackle as he started to run and, bam, knocked that ball back. So
a gain of 2 on the play, second down and 8. Ball at the 36-yard line. We're working our way towards 6 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Raton's going to hand off Williams, trying to stretch it out the right side. The Indian defense just does an awesome job of stretching it out.
Wow, what a tackle that time. Just a great job of getting out there. That was Derek Williams, I think.
Derek Williams,
Derek Williams came up and made that hit. Wow. I was impressed there. That was good.
That was a good play.
That was a loss on the play.
But a good team effort there, Gary. The Red Shirts just kept stretching it.
They did.
And then Derek just came up and finished it
Derek,
off.
I was impressed there. Now, that was a great job by Bacon, and you got all the linebackers flowing across there. And
it's third down and 9. Twin receivers on either side. Raton fakes. He's looking to throw. Going over the middle of the field. Has his receiver, and it's caught near the 15-yard line. That is Hidalgo with the catch.
Well, they found a weak spot, what they call an open area right there. They've noticed that spot being there, either the tight end That time it was a receiver on the left side. He went right into that same zone area. He faked the toss to the right, popped up and threw a beautiful pass for about 20 yards in there on that play. That was just a nice fake toss, nice catch, nice pass.
At the 17, it's first down and 10, or the 16, first down and 10, 4 minutes, 50 seconds to go, second quarter. Raton looking to throw again, going to the corner, and broken up by Wesley. Almost caught, but Wesley does a good job of getting his hands in there to break up the play.
That receiver would like to have had that opportunity back. That hit him right smack in the chest and the hands there. That was a well-thrown ball. That's kind of like back shoulder almost on that, and he'd like to have had that one back. That was almost a touchdown and then almost an interception.
Yeah. Second down. Clock stops at 4:44 on the incomplete. It's a 7-0 lead for Vero Beach as the Bobcats are going to go 5 wide on this play. And Hidalgo, the receiver, lines up at quarterback. He's going to run it left side, tries to cut it up, and boy, he ran into 2 red shirts.
Yeah, that was a wildcat situation right there for him. Direct snap to Hidalgo, the running back, and he just picks his hole out there he's going to run through, and he got leveled out there again by the defense. And again, I think that was Hendricks made that hit.
Sean Hendricks.
Yeah, number 52. He's made a couple nice hits tonight.
It's a 3rd and 7 at the 13. Roudson's got 5 wide. And now timeout's going to be taken by Coach Angel to talk some things over with 4:01 remaining in the second quarter. We'll be back.
Hi, JW from Barker Air Conditioning. These hot and humid days sure do take a toll on your air conditioning system. Barker Air Conditioning offers our ESA annual or semi-annual maintenance plans to keep things in good working order. Barker Air Conditioning, servicing Indian River County since 1959.
Durfee's Heating and Cooling, a longtime friend and supporter of Christian FM. Durfee's Heating and Cooling offers air conditioning repairs, maintenance, and new installations. Family owned and operated, serving the Treasure Coast area. Durfee's Heating and Cooling, 772-971-5884.
This is Vero Beach Fighting Indians football on Christian FM. Let's join Gary Paris and the voice of the Fighting Indians, Paul Tipton.
So the Indians lead 7-0 here late in the second quarter, but the Bobcats are trying to move into scoring position here as it's a 3rd down and 7 at the Vero Beach 13-yard line. 4:01 to go, second quarter. And Raton lines up with 5 receivers. And boy, somebody got an early jump.
I'm going to say number 8, their big tight end, Lewis, jumped that ball. He jumped. He was quick getting out of there. I said, well, it looked like he got about a 4.40, but he got it on a running start. He's big, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's tall. He's quick, too. We saw that right there. That's a 5-yard penalty. It hurts a drive like that. Now it makes it you were thinking 2-down play. Now you depends on what you get here.
3rd and 12. Backed up to the 17. Again, going 5 wide. Raton looking to throw towards the corner. He's got a receiver, Hidalgo, and just could not bring it in.
I tell you what, that was not a bad pass. That was almost a great catch by Hidalgo on that. Brings up 4th down. That was very close to being a touchdown.
It was very close.
Man, I tell you what, that young man, that freshman, he drilled that ball.
He did. He's got a good arm.
Wow.
As Coach Jay likes to say, he can spin it.
Oh, he spun that one.
All right, so Coach Angel looks like he's going to maybe look to settle for a field goal try here with 3:54 to go. Bobcats will get the ball to start the third quarter, so he might be thinking a little bit of strategy here as far as that.
We'll see if Bucky Rojas magic is there.
Looking at a 35-yarder, the kick is up. It's got plenty of room. Is it down the pike? It is. So the Bobcats on the board for the first time tonight. They trail the Indians 7-3.
Perkins Pharmacy in Vero Beach is glad to be a supporter of Christian FM and to help put Fighting Indians football on the radio. Owner Edwin Perkins and his staff are all big fans of the Fighting Indians, and they hope Coach Jankowski and the team have the right prescription for another winning season. Perkins Pharmacy is on State Road 60, right across the street from KFC.
Indians Apparel, located in downtown Vero Beach, 1407 20th Street. Their phone number is 778-0661. Thanks to Scott Sporting Goods.
So the Bobcats get on the board with a 35-yard field goal. Makes it 7-3. That is the McCall Insurance Agency scoring drive as the Bobcats get set to kick off towards the west end of the end zone. Caught at the 15, to the 20, to the 25, 30, and tripped up just past the 30-yard line. So it's been a little while since we've seen the Vero Beach offense. Let's see if we got some things cleaned up here. As that last drive, Gary, they had a great opportunity, but penalties just really killed that drive.
Yeah, that's what hurts you, missed assignments and penalties. But that's why you have these preseason games like this, Paul. Nobody's going to remember who won the game or whatever it may be because it doesn't count. But you do it to get playing time, and you make those mistakes in games like this.
Aronson rolling out to his left, flings it downfield, looking for his receiver, and nearly picked off. He was looking for Woolard, and he was in double coverage.
Yeah, that was an ill-advised pass by, I think, our quarterback. He threw that one up in the air and off his back foot, and he was just leaning back, and he just threw it, and he threw it up, and it really should have been picked. It was lucky it didn't.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 10 at the 33. 3:35 to go.
What that tells me is he's got a lot of confidence in his arm.
Yeah. Aronson sets up a screen for Wooler. Wooler's got a couple of blocks, turns it upfield, 40, 45, and just gets tripped up past the 45 to about the 47.
That's another one of those little missile screens, like middle screens. Looks good. Good timing by Woolard, and a great job by the quarterback Arneson to get it to him.
Up tempo now. Quickly to the line, trips to the left side. Aronson looking right, sets up another screen, and when Jacobs got drilled immediately as the Bobcats saw that one coming.
I tell you what, Coach is really upset with the block effort out there. There was nobody made that block out there. I mean, he went flying out of there. That coach is very upset right now with one of his players.
2nd down and 12. Inside 3 minutes to go. Aronson fakes the handoff, looking, fires, and just throws it away as he was looking for Woolard, just a little high for Woolard, but that was really a throwaway play.
I really think he was looking the other side to see if there was anything down there, Brock, whether it was Brock Thomas or if it was another receiver downfield that he was looking at that time. But he just literally threw that ball away over the head. So it brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, it's 3rd down and 12. And the Bobcats had to take a timeout because they were going to have too many men on the field.
Yeah, and Paul, let's say this. This is plenty of time to get the ball in the end zone for Vero Beach's offense right now. It's early game struggles.
Yeah.
A lot of missed assignments. I mean, different individuals have missed blocks, been in the wrong place.
Right.
And these are the things that you work out and you learn from these mistakes when you go look at the film.
Yep.
A lot of penalties. And on both sides, you hear their coach down the other end of this box, about with the booth we're in. He's going crazy down there because of the mistakes too on their part. So it's an early game. It's what all these are supposed to do is you learn from it, you iron it out. You want to win. Everybody wants to win. But the most important thing is that you don't want to make these mistakes again.
So it's a 3rd down and 12 coming up for the Fighting Indians from their own 45. Aronson. Pressure coming, steps up in the pocket, fires, trying to find E.J. White. It just goes off his fingertips, incomplete.
Wow. Man, oh man, that was a great job blocking by the offensive line. Aronson had time. He found his receiver. And again, I don't know if somebody got in front of him or what it may have been, but it went right off his hands. And it brings up 4th down, and Vero looks like they're going for it.
Yeah. 4th and 12. Aronson, the quick punt. Aronson boots one, takes a big bounce, collected to the 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and out of bounds. So the Bobcats, with a great return, now have 2 minutes, 24 seconds before the end of the half, trailing 7-3, and the ball's going to be right at midfield.
Well, the thing you said, this is nice for them because they get the ball here with 2 minutes and 24 seconds. Plenty of time to put some points on the board, plus they get the second half kickoff.
Well, let's see if the Indian defense can force a turnover on downs or maybe force a turnover. Give the Indian offense another chance here before the end of the first half of play. They're trying to get the right team ball out there, and then they didn't have enough personnel. Surprised they didn't start the play clock. Interesting. First down at midfield. Routson looking to throw. He's going over the field. He's got a receiver, bobbles it, and it was just enough for us to recover and make a play. Well, that was going to be a touchdown.
Boy, you're kind with your words. He just dropped it. He had two steps.
You're right. He was bobbling it, but Wesley gave him time to get in there and seal the deal of not catching the ball.
Yeah, if he catches that clean, that's off to the races. I don't know if we catch him.
No, we don't. We don't.
Yeah, but you said, when he bobbled it, Wesley hit him from behind, and he had no chance to catch it then.
Second down at midfield. 2:18 to go. Trips to the left side. Screen, left side. Trying to turn it upfield as Hidalgo gets to the Vero 45.
Yeah, he picks up about 5 yards almost on this play. Little swing pass to the outside. Nice, comfortable throw. You get 5 yards. Hey, take what you got. Brings up 3rd down and 5. But take what you get, what's out there to you. This is still a 2-down territory for them, for the Bobcats.
So it's timeout on the field. Or no, excuse me, no, the clock is going. It's in 1:45 and counting. Ball at the Vero Beach 45 and a 3rd and 5 for the Bobcats. And we jumped again. I believe this is the 3rd time tonight that our defense has gone off sides. And that will turn it into a first down.
Frustration. You just, again, miss assignments, penalties. That's just something right there you just work out. You got to learn. You've got to make your calls, but you can't afford to jump offside and give them a first down.
At the 40-yard line, Routson looking to throw. Goes to the right side. He's got a receiver there just off his fingertips. Wow. He was looking for Taylor. Taylor had a step, but just a little too far for Taylor to bring in.
Yeah, Donquell Wesley has been picked on here in the second quarter. That's, a couple of them that have been, stretched out. He just overthrew the receiver.
Yeah.
And Donquell's a pretty good defender, but the young man they're going to is pretty fast.
Yes, he is. Damian Taylor was the intended target for Boca Raton. Brings up 2nd down and 10 for Boca. Trailing 7-3, minute 28 to go, second quarter. Handoff, Ocean gets caught in the backfield and stopped at the line of scrimmage by 4 defenders.
Yeah, you're one of the big guys, Montgomery, I believe it was, that came up and made that hit. Made a nice tackle on that right there. He grabbed him, slowed him down, and everybody else laid out on him. That's a good job by the defense there. Now it's 3rd down, and you've got almost 11 yards to go. you don't want to make a penalty here. You want to make a big play, then make them decide to either go for it on fourth down or to punt it. This is a big down here for this defense. And honestly, I would attack the right side until they, with their best receiver right now. I would be challenging some of these plays that they've had opportunities on.
So we got a timeout. We'll figure out what's going to happen on a 3rd down and 10 when we come back.
A septic system is only as good as the installation and maintenance. Reliable Septic is the name known along the coast for being the professionals who install and service these systems for both residential and commercial uses. They'll determine the on-site needs and design considerations for a complete wastewater treatment system, thanks to Reliable Septic Service. 772-562-4242.
Hi, JW from Barker Air Conditioning. These hot and humid days sure do take a toll on your air conditioning system. Barker Air Conditioning offers our ESA annual or semi-annual maintenance plans to keep things in good working order. Barker Air Conditioning, servicing Indian River County since 1959.
This is Vero Beach Fighting Indians football on Christian FM. Let's join Gary Paris and the voice of the Fighting Indians, Paul Tipton.
Well, it is 42 seconds away from halftime. Vero Beach leading 7-3 over Boca. Bobcats have the ball at the Vero 40-yard line where it's a 3rd down and 10. Timeout was taken to talk some things over, so let's see what happens here on this 3rd down and 10 play for the Bobcats. Maybe they target on the outside. That has been something they've tried twice now. As Raton, he sees some room. He's going to take off. Shakes off one tackle, gets to the 35, and slides down. So he picks up 5 yards.
And actually, that was a better play for Vero.
Yeah.
Because he didn't get out of bounds,
right.
And the clock keeps running.
And you don't have any timeouts.
Yeah, and so to me, that was a break for Vero. I don't believe he has any timeouts.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, so they're gonna. They got one play left, folks. That's about basically what it is.
It's 4th down, so they can't spike the ball.
Yeah.
They got to hurry up and try to get this play on 4th and 6. Raton, he's just going to let it fling down the field, and Wesley intercepts it at the 7-yard line.
And that's a good play. I'll tell you why. Not Wesley just backed up, wasn't going to get beat, but what do you got to lose? He threw the ball down there for somebody to make that, hoping this guy makes the catch.
So that will end the first half of play for Vero Beach and Boca Raton here in the Kickoff Classic. Vero Beach is going to go to the locker room with a 4-point lead. And let's go down to Dr. Matt, who's standing by with head coach Lenny Jankowski.
Hey, Coach, give me your assessment of the first half of the Kickoff Classic here.
Kind of looked like the first half of the Kickoff Classic. Certainly plenty of mistakes to be made, and we got to get some things cleaned up, but that's, obviously one of the reasons why we do one of these, and we had a hard time, just getting anything consistent. We played some really good defense on the first couple downs, and then they were able to convert, and really just some sloppiness on our part, and then offensively, it seemed like we would, have, out of the 11 guys, maybe one guy with a bust, and it would cost us. So those are valuable lessons to be learned. Hopefully, that experience has some value this first half, and we clean it up a little bit and play a little cleaner the second half.
Perfect. All right. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it. Let you get to the guys. All right. Back to the booth.
All right. Thanks, Matt. As we'll go to the locker room with a 7-3 lead, and we'll get set for the start of the second half. But before we get there, we have the Genesis Church halftime show coming up. Bobby Paris is here with Women of the Fighting Indians. For fans of the Fighting Indians marching band, we will be airing their halftime performance after the ball game here tonight, so stay tuned for that as well. We'll step aside. Fighting Indians lead 7-3 here at the half. This is Fighting Indians football.
WSCF Vero Beach, Christian FM.
Hi, Derek West here from the Genesis Church of Vero Beach. We are proud supporters of Fighting Indians football and Vero Beach athletics. We invite you to join us this Sunday at 9:15 for our services. If you can't join us in person, please visit us online at gcvero.com. Genesis Church of Vero Beach, place of love where honest men are known and unafraid to love the hardest stone. Visit us at gcvero.com.
The Tripp family, GNC, and the Miracle Mile are crazy about the Vero Beach Fighting Indians and their fans. Joe and his staff have over 2 decades in the supplement business and know all about sports nutrition, along with vitamins, herbs, weight loss, and wellness products. GNC also offers meal replacements and testosterone support and tailors their products to meet individual needs. 562-2450.
Christian FM can put this game on the radio thanks to the support of businesses like Chuck Bateman State Farm Insurance in Vero Beach. Chuck's goal is to create an atmosphere where customers can talk about what's important to them. He's also a huge supporter of our local chapter of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Chuck's phone is 567-1106 or chuckbatemaninsurance.com.
Welcome to the Fighting Indians Halftime Show, brought to you by Genesis Church. Here's your host, Bobby Paris.
Welcome back for more of Women of Fighting Indians Football. I have the privilege of interviewing moms of our senior varsity football players. And my guest this evening is the beautiful Felicia Noble. Welcome, Felicia. Felicia is the mom to number 1. He's very athletic and talented, Vandravius Jacobs. So this is about you, though, Felicia. So tell us about yourself.
I was born in Augusta, Georgia. I was raised in Fort Pierce, Florida. I attended Westwood High School. I work for Fresenius Medical Center, and I just enjoy spending time with my kids and going to games and all the good stuff.
And I'm sure that they are just perfect children, and they always do everything that you ask them to do around the house. I'm kidding, you know that. But does Vandravius help? I'm sure he does, like chores.
Yes, he helps around the house. I mean, it's like pulling teeth, but he's a great helper around the house. He helps with dishes. He helps with yard work, helps with taking out the trash. So, yes, he's a big help.
And, you know, I know these guys are busy, too, because they have practice. They have their homework. And so there's not a lot of time left. But you've been a football mom for a long time. So when did Vandravius, well, and you've got a 31-year-old, so maybe you've been doing this even longer. How long has he been playing sports?
Well, Vandravius has been playing since he was about 7 or 8 years old. He played for the Fort Pierce Seminoles, Pop Warner football in Fort Pierce, Florida. And he went from there on to high school.
Okay. Did he ever play basketball or baseball? Was it pretty much just football?
He played a season or 2 of baseball, but I think football was his thing.
Okay. I know that verbally he has committed to FSU. That's got to make you a proud mama. We spent 4 years at FSU, so I think he's done made a wise choice. That's just my personal opinion. But how do you feel about this?
Oh, it was great. Vandravius has dreamed of playing for FSU since I can remember him at a young age. And when FSU offered him a scholarship, he was so excited, and he was so glad to just accept that offer because that's the school that he never wavered away from FSU. It's always been the school of his choice.
I think that's great. And it's in Florida, so you'll have a hot trail from Vero to Tallahassee. So I remember those days. We didn't have 95. We had to go the old turnpike and the old way. Does that tell you how old I am? I shouldn't have probably said that. Anyway, I know he's ecstatic, and I know you are too. How is Vandravius academically? I'm a real proponent of student being first. You know, you can be superstar, but if you don't have the grades, you don't play. So how is he in the classroom?
Well, Vandravius has come a long way with his academics. I remember a time where you just have to fight with him to get this done because schoolwork is just as important as on the field work. So he's come a long way, and he's doing great academically at this point.
Okay. I think that comes with maturity, and they learn to focus and know what's important, get the priorities straight. All righty. We do have a great program at Vero Beach High School. These coaches have, Coach Jay is amazing, and he has a great staff. And they really have the guys' interest at heart, not only on the field, but off the field. They want to see them do well in the future. So I have to give that. And then our booster club. Oh my goodness, they feed these boys every night. Friday morning, FCA at First Baptist has this great, huge breakfast for them. They get a good speaker, get off to a real positive note. So I hope Vandravius is taking advantage of this.
Oh, I think it's a great program. It's teach the kids the inner side of the spiritual side, not just looking at it from a different perspective. But I love the fact that they have this program where they can go and have prayer and have someone to speak to them in a positive manner to give them a different outlook on life.
I think that's so important, especially at his age and before he goes off to college. I think it's sort of setting a good basis for him. Women of Fighting Indians football will continue right after this.
Hi, Derek West here from the Genesis Church of Vero Beach. We are proud supporters of Fighting Indians football and Vero Beach athletics. We invite you to join us this Sunday at 9:15 for our services. If you can't join us in person, please visit us online at gcvero.com. Genesis Church of Vero Beach, place of love where honest men are known and unafraid to love the hardest stone. Visit us at gcvero.com.
The Tripp family, GNC, and the Miracle Mile are crazy about the Vero Beach Fighting Indians and their fans. Joe and his staff have over 2 decades in the supplement business and know all about sports nutrition, along with vitamins, herbs, weight loss, and wellness products. GNC also offers meal replacements and testosterone support and tailors their products to meet individual needs. 562-2450.
Perkins Pharmacy in Vero Beach is glad to be a supporter of Christian FM and to help put Fighting Indians football on the radio. Owner Edwin Perkins and his staff are all big fans of the Fighting Indians, and they hope Coach Jankowski and the team have the right prescription for another winning season. Perkins Pharmacy is on State Road 60, right across the street from KFC. Their phone is 978-6470.
The Fighting Indians Halftime Show is brought to you by Genesis Church. Once again, Bobby Paris.
Welcome back. I'm Bobby Paris as we continue with Women of Fighting Indians football. I have the privilege of interviewing moms of our senior varsity football players. Felicia, if you had a day in a perfect world where it was just Felicia, what would you like to do?
Oh, just a day of relaxation, a day of me time where I don't have to take this kid to this practice or this kid to this game or this one or that one to that event. So it'd just be a day of just relaxing.
Okay. Oh, that sounds awesome, doesn't it? Nobody's agenda but your own. I think that's great. Felicia, do you have certain priorities for your children that you would say, like, number one, you definitely want that to be number one, number two, maybe just 2 or 3 priorities for them?
First and foremost, I would like them to put God first in everything that they do. I want them to stay focused. I want them to remain respectful and to be able to speak when there's a problem, to not be afraid or ashamed to go and let someone know if there's something that they're not comfortable with or something that they're going through, to be able to speak out and voice that with someone else.
Well, and stand up for their convictions and not be afraid, and know that they can, they have an opinion and they have a right to it, and standing up to that. So if you could give one piece of advice to the mom of an athlete, what would that be?
I would tell them to continue to support their kid and whatever they do, anything positive, to stand by them, listen to what they have to say. Mm-hmm. I would encourage them to push them to be the better them that they can be. Stay focused, get your education, put academics. That's the second thing. Make sure that they're getting their grades, because academics is just as important as what they can do on the field.
We know education is power, and there is football, or I should say there's life after football, believe it or not. I mean, it's hard for them to think that way, but it is, and it comes by pretty quick. Felicia, how about a shout out to someone or some people very special to you?
Well, I'd like to give a shout out to Coach Jay. He is awesome. He has been awesome from day one. I would like to also give a shout out to my sisters. I have my sister Monique, who's a big supporter. I have my sister Pat, who's a big supporter. My mother, who's an excellent supporter. And I'd just like to give a shout out to the rest of the family who also played a part in Vandravia's future.
I think that's great. And I think Monique, I'm looking at her right now. She's got a beautiful smile, and I can see where she would be an awesome sister. We have those good sisters, don't we, that help us get through. All right. So, you know what? It has been such a privilege to talk to you, get to know you and your family just a little bit better. And we are going to be shouting and cheering on number one. And I know you're going to be in the stands loud and proud. So as we end this, we say, Go Fighting Indians!
Hi, Derek West here from the Genesis Church of Vero Beach. We are proud supporters of Fighting Indians football and Vero Beach athletics. We invite you to join us this Sunday at 9:15 for our services. If you can't join us in person, please visit us online at gcvero.com. Genesis Church of Vero Beach, place of love where honest men are known and unafraid to love the hardest on. Visit us at gcvero.com.
Hi, JW from Barker Air Conditioning. These hot and humid days sure do take a toll on your air conditioning system. Barker Air Conditioning offers our ESA annual or semi-annual maintenance plans to keep things in good working order. Barker Air Conditioning, servicing Indian River County since 1959.
Since 1980, the Village Beach Market has been that local store on the beach filled with friends that always has something for everyone. And we've been Fighting Indian fans for generations. From fresh baked goods to prepared foods to chef-inspired lunches and dinners, our slogan says it best, simply better. We're online at villagebeachmarket.com.
Thanks to Roy Bell Grading Services for sponsoring Fighting Indians football and the Fighting Indians post-game show. Roy Bell Grading Services is locally owned and operated, providing services to this area for over 37 years. Roy Bell Grading Services offers services such as land clearing, grading, laser grading, and complete site work.
Hi, my name is Chase Bell. My family and I support Fighting Indians football and Christian FM. Go Indians!
No job too small or too big. Roy Bell Grading Services. We roll the earth. 772-473-4559.
The Fighting Indians halftime show is brought to you by Genesis Church. Let's join Gary Paris and the voice of the Fighting Indians, Paul Tipton.
7-3 score here at halftime as Boca Raton and Vero Beach in the Kickoff Classic exhibition game here tonight. Next week, season openers for both teams. Vero Beach will open up here at the Citrus Bowl against South Fork, but right now they are in a battle with Boca Raton. And, heard Coach Jay talk about it, Gary, that it's the mistakes, and you knew that there were going to be mistakes. So this is a good way to find out where the mistakes are and give yourself time to fix those mistakes so you get ready for your season opener next week.
Yeah, I think a lot of the mistakes on defense have been over-aggressiveness, trying to be just a little more aggressive, trying to get that adrenaline, trying to make something happen. And then you jump off sides, you get that movement over there like that. And those penalties help and assist the team. Instead of being 3rd and 8, it's now 3rd and 3. And then that helps an offensive team that's moving the ball halfway decent with their running game and their little swing passes out there. Offensively, we just missed too many blocks. As Coach said, you might have 10 guys looking good and one guy misses one play out there. Or if one lineman, you have 4 doing a really good job and one guy is late getting to his block, and that's the one that hurts you. So those are things you can iron out. You work out. You want to see while your guys are doing under fire against a good team. I'm really surprised at Boca's this freshman quarterback is not bad.
Yeah, Raton is 6 of 14 for 39 yards. St. Louis has got 2 catches for 19 yards. And then also Hidalgo's got 2 for 26. That's their leading receivers. On the ground, it's a total of 65 yards. And Williams has got 11 carries for 25 yards. He's leading the way for the Bobcats. 7 first downs on the night for the Bobcats.
Can I say this
yes.
right now, Paul? the young Ralston had more drop balls.
True.
He's had about 4 wide receiver drop balls.
Yep.
They could have been 2 more touchdowns probably into this game.
All right, let's take a look at the Vero side for your Durfee's Heating and Cooling first half stats. On the ground, it's been a total of 43 yards, and Jaquan Jean, 7 carries, 29 yards leading the way. Aronson is 12 of 19 for 140 yards and a touchdown. Jacobs leading the way with 6 catches for 85 yards. Of course, Woolard has 2 catches for 29 yards and a touchdown. 7 first downs for the Fighting Indians as well, but probably the biggest stat line I'm looking at, Gary, right now is 8 first-half penalties for the Indians.
That the thing you heard Coach said, that crushes you right there. Anytime you got that momentum or drive going, that really hurts. And also, Aronson's had a couple drop balls too.
Yeah, Kisney Brown, Derek Williams, both with 5 tackles in the first half, 1 tackle for a loss each, and then Donquell Wesley with that interception right at the end of the first half of play. So that's our thoughts. Let's go down to the field and check in with the guys and see what the message was in the locker room. We'll start with Ronnie Self. Ron?
Pretty much what you guys just been talking about. It's we need to clean things up and quit with the mental mistakes. One thing that I know defensively worked on was our front line jumping off sides, not looking at the football. They need to look at the football, in which that's one thing that they spent multiple days at practice and times working on at practice. So overall, we've had some good plays, and then we'd shoot ourselves in the foot defensively and jump off sides and give them more ground. So we've got to clean those kind of things up and come out and play good, hard football here.
All right, thanks a lot, Ron. Let's go to the other side. Matt?
With Lenny, you could see from his halftime little interview I had, he was a little disappointed at some of the inconsistencies, and it showed in the locker room as well. And, and it was a matter of calling out some of the seniors and saying, hey, we expect it from some of the young guys, but our seniors, this is your 3rd year in the program. Some of you got 2 years, but we need you guys to clean it up. And he told a couple of them, listen, you want to stay on the field, you got to clean it up. And it was good to see that, because he was showing up sophomores that no one is bigger than the program. Everyone needs to do their job. And he was pretty upset with the fact that every play someone was busting. And he said, other than that, guys, he goes, we clean that up and we will move the ball.
That is true. So we'll see if they can clean that up in the second half and put some more points on the board. We're going to step aside. We'll get to the second half action coming up right after this.
We are proud supporters of Fighting Indians football and Vero Beach Athletics. We invite you to join us this Sunday at 9:15 for our services. If you can't join us in person, please visit us online at gcvero.com. Genesis Church of Vero Beach, place of love where honest men are known and unafraid to love the hardest stone. Visit us at gcvero.com.
Christian FM thanks Paris Family Chiropractic for their support. Dr. Matt Paris is a longtime resident of Vero Beach and a former quarterback for the Fighting Indians. Just like our Fighting Indians work hard for the win, Dr. Paris works hard for a patient's well-being. From proper alignment to good nutrition, Dr. Paris helps patients achieve the win. Paris Family Chiropractic. When the spine is in line, everything is fine. 299-4649 or parisfamilychiro.com.
This is Vero Beach Fighting Indians football on Christian FM. Let's join Gary Paris and the voice of the Fighting Indians, Paul Tipton.
Welcome back here to the Citrus Bowl, Billy Living's Field, where we get set for the second half action of the Kickoff Classic. Boca Raton and your own Vero Beach Fighting Indians. Indians leading 7-3 here as we get prepared to start the third quarter. For fans of the Fighting Indians marching band, we will be airing their halftime performance after the game. We'll see that that video will be posted on our YouTube channel, so stick around for that. Speaking of posting, we'll have our next podcast coming your way, Inside the Press Box. That is our weekly podcast that Gary and I will cover the ins and outs of the game here with the Fighting Indians. And another special show that we started this past week, Coach's Corner, every Tuesday night, 6 p.m. at Cap's Pizza. It comes live on your YouTube channel, Vero Nation Network. And you're also welcome to come join us live at Cap's Pizza Tuesday night beginning at 6 p.m. for Coach's Corner. It's a great time. We'd love to have you there and be a part of the fun there and talk with head coach Lenny Jankowski about the Fighting Indians as we'll get set for the season opener this coming Friday night here at the Citrus Bowl. South Fork, a team we used to play on a regular basis, haven't played them in a few years. We'll get a chance to play that team here this coming week as our season opener for the 2022 football season. Indians won the toss. They elected to receive in the first half, so they're getting set to kick the ball off here to Boca. Cam Perez getting set to kick. He'll be kicking towards the west end of the stadium. Puts it up high. It's going to go at the 3-yard line to the 10. Cut back to the left to the 15 to the 20 and stopped around the 25-yard line. So the Bobcats will get started from their own 25, down by 4, and it's 1st and 10 for the Cats.
Indians got to clean up, as Coach said, on the defense and offense to make themselves a better team the second half. They're up by 4, as you said, Paul, and they had other opportunities, and so did the Bobcats. So both teams are struggling here in the first half, making mistakes.
First down and 10. Cats have it at the 25. 4-receiver set. Routson is going to hand off. Williams trying to skate to the right side, gets bottled up, and won't get much of anything.
He really got back to the line of scrimmage on that play. Good job by Bucky Rojas as he blitzed up through there, did a good job. Also, Gene Galbert on that left side did a good job of Brown, and Kizzy Brown also making that hit in there. So good job tackling on it. No gain at all on that play.
Second down and 10. Bobcats have it at their own 25-yard line. They're down by 4 to the Fighting Indians. Routson's looking to throw this time. Now he's got some real estate. He's trying to run out of it, but he is pursued by Rojas, and he goes nowhere.
Yeah, that was like he was looking for his big tight end that time. And I tell you, much better job. Kevin Pollock dropped back in there and took that play away, and then you saw the quarterback had nowhere to go, so he decided to run, Ralston, and you saw what happened there. Kevin Pollock comes up, or actually Rojas makes that tackle.
Yeah, Bucky Rojas at 5'11", 190 pounds. Last year led the team with 70 tackles, 10 tackles for a loss, 3 sacks, and a fumble recovery. And looking to have a great season again here for Vero Beach. Third down and 9. Routson, he's going to let it fly over the right side. Receiver's there, goes up and makes the catch. Hidalgo.
That is up for grabs, and you got to make that play. I mean, that's a good catch by Hidalgo. But I really, the defender's got to get up and knock that ball down out of his hand. Now, that's a great catch and a good throw, but you also had a chance to make a play on that defensive side over there. And I'm not trying to pick on these young men. It's all about you doing your assignment and getting making your play.
Picks up 21 on that catch. It's a first down for Boca up to the 48-yard line. Handoff, Williams tried to stutter step his way. He does for about a yard, maybe 2.
Yeah, good job by Antoine Montgomery also up with Rojas in there, Bacon. They all came in there and was in on that tackle there for about a yard gain.
It's going to bring up second down and 8 for Boca as they're nearing towards midfield, down 7-3 to Vero Beach. 9 minutes, 17 seconds to go in the third quarter. Going to go trips this time to the left side. Routson lets it fly over the middle and out of the hands of the receiver. Boy, if we had our heads on straight, we might have had a pick there.
Yeah, that's a tough reaction. You're seeing that open receiver. He finds a soft spot. Quarterback throws it a little high and it goes off his hands. Everybody's converting onto him to hit him. and the ball just fell incomplete. So it brings up third down. That was he felt the pressure that time, Ralston, the quarterback did.
Yeah.
He got rid of that one a little quick and hard.
It's 3rd and 9. Twin receivers on either side. Ralston again, he's looking to throw. Got a receiver over there. Hidalgo goes and makes a great catch. And there's a flag down as well. They're probably going to call pass interference maybe.
I'm saying that it may, and depending on who they call it on, maybe on the offense.
Could be.
Nah, it's going to be on the defense.
They're just going to decline that penalty and take the yardage from the catch.
Yeah. And here's right now is what they're doing. They're isolating the corners, and they're picking on the corners right now to get one-on-one on the corner routes out there.
Mm-hmm.
Their athletes, their receivers are very athletic, and they've been able to go up and get the ball, and they're doing a better job of really making the catch. As the defender that time got called for a pass interference on that play. I thought it could have gone either way.
1st down and 10 at the Vero 40. Toss right. Williams being pursued. Shakes off one tackle, but 2 more Indians are right there. It'll be a minimal gain for Boca.
Yeah, you saw Bacon out there. You saw Campbell out there. Then you saw Rojas come flying across there. And that's just about a 2-yard gain on that play. A little quick toss. It looked like it had a big gain to that side.
It did.
But it sure closed fast.
2nd and 8. From the Vero 38-yard line. 8:15 and counting, 3rd quarter. 7-3 score, Vero leading. Ralston, pressure coming in, a big sack. Wow, what a play by the Indian defense as they came out, and Rupert Taylor with the sack.
Yeah, they had a stunt that time. I mean, they really had an extra man coming in, and they stunt right up the middle, and they just didn't have any, no way of picking it up. Too much pressure there brings up 3rd down. Big 3rd down play here for the secondary guys.
Looking at a 3rd down and 16. Ball back to the 46. Ralston looking to swing left for Williams. Williams trying to get to the edge. Does. Able to pick up some yardage and gets back to about a manageable. Well, excuse me, that's going to be 4th down. So it's going to be 4th down and probably about 8.
Yeah, and again, if you're a coach here, you say to yourself, okay, it's an exhibition game. Do we punt and put it down inside the 10-yard line like you did last time? Or do we go for it here and have the potential to give Vero excellent position? Now, it could be a no call, and take a penalty.
Yeah.
Take a penalty and then punt again. Make the punt after the penalty.
I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback punts this ball away. Movement, but I guess he didn't cross the line. Pass, and it's incomplete. They tried to hit St. Louis, and it goes incomplete and turnover on downs.
Yeah, that was a great pop. I'm not sure who made the pop on the tight end to knock that ball loose on that play. That ball was thrown hard and right in there. That was a good call. He had it in his hands for a second, then he took a hit. And I'm not sure who made that pop on him, but we're being told from the sideline it was Kevin Pollock that made that hit on him. Boy, it's good to see him healthy, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. All right, so we get a chance to see the offense for the first time in this second half of play. And we'll take a water break to get it started. 6:45 to go, 3rd quarter. Vero Beach offense will be out on the field when we come back.
Durfee's Heating and Cooling, a longtime friend and supporter of Christian FM. Durfee's Heating and Cooling offers air conditioning repairs, maintenance, and new installations. Family owned and operated, serving the Treasure Coast area. Durfee's Heating and Cooling, 772-971-5884.
Thanks for listening to Fighting Indians Football and also watching it on YouTube. This quarter is brought to you by the Vatland Auto Group. Along with Gary Paris, I'm Paul Tipton, Ronnie, Matt, Derek, and Don all here tonight. It is the kickoff classic between Boca and Vero Beach. Preseason game, trying to get all the kinks worked out and get set for season opener next week. Vero Beach will be hosting South Fork here at the Citrus Bowl. Game time 7 o'clock. Countdown to kickoff pregame coverage begins at 6 p.m. Vero Beach looking at its first possession of the third quarter. First down and 10, starting from their own 38-yard line. Aronson's got trips to the right, or excuse me, to the left. Snap is there. Aronson one-hands it, throws it out to the left side, picks it up, and actually they're going to say he trapped it. It was intended for Dre Jacobs over on the left side, but it's incomplete and brings up second down.
Very, very close. You can't argue the call. We don't have instant replay here, but it was a snap to the left, and then when he threw it, it didn't get up around the numbers. But the good thing is there was good blocking out there. If he'd have caught it, he would have been a big play.
Second and 10. Three receivers set up to the left side, a single on the right. Aronson looking, lets it fly down the left sideline. Wollard's there, open, turns it upfield 30 and just gets tripped up inside the 30.
That was, I believe, a fox play almost like they call it, where you have the one guy going deep, then the other guy comes out and runs a little fox like a wheel route down the sideline, and he was wide open. Nice throw, nice catch.
Picks up 35 on that catch. Sets him up inside the 30 at the 29. First down and 10. Aronson looking again. Set up a quick screen for Jacobs. Jacobs has got some blockers. Turn it upfield. 20, 25, 5. Touchdown, Dre Jacobs.
Hey, man, what a great job blocking by the offensive line. That was a beautiful play where they run a middle screen to the inside. You had Dalton, you had Paris, you had Stevens, you had the whole bunch was down there blocking on that play. And I tell you what, Backler, the center, did a great job. I mean, it was just a well-executed play. And you talk about cleaning things up, they got some blocks on that one.
Ooh, did they
He
ever.
didn't get touched.
No. Extra point by Lewis is good, and Vero Beach extends its lead 14-3 in the third quarter.
The mission of the Fighting Indian is excellence, teamwork, and consistency. The same holds true for the McCall Agency, Inc., a local independent agency and broker and fourth-generation resident of Vero Beach. To learn more about their insurance products and risk management, Christian FM supporter Ron McCall can be reached at 772-473-6856, and their site is McCallAgencyInc.com. Proudly serving the Treasure Coast since 1956.
The Tripp family, GNC, and the Miracle Mile are crazy about the Vero Beach Fighting Indians and their fans. Joe and his staff have over 2 decades in the supplement business and know all about sports nutrition, along with vitamins, herbs, weight loss, and wellness products. GNC also offers meal replacements and testosterone support and tailors their products to meet individual needs. 562-2450.
3 plays to go, 62 yards. Took all of about 30 seconds. Dre Jacobs gets a pass from Aronson, and with some great blocking, takes it 29 yards untouched to the end zone and makes it 14-3. This scoring drive brought to you by McCall Insurance Agency as the kickoff bounces into the end zone for the touchback. Gary, Boca, to start the third quarter, had the ball for 5 minutes and 15 seconds, had it for 8 plays, and did not score. Vero gets the ball, 30 seconds, scores.
Well, that just shows you the innovation of this offense that he's created. There are big plays out there. You just got to be able to execute. The screen by Jacobs, he didn't get touched. Every lineman on that field had somebody blocking him right in front of him, and he went right in between them and outran the secondary. By the time they looked up, he was already in the end zone.
14-3, 6:15 to go, third quarter. Raton's going to hand off. Met it immediately in the backfield. Wow, what a big hit.
Oh, my goodness. That's
Williams. Derek Williams is having a great night here tonight. Excuse me, not Derek Williams.
No, that was Hendricks, I thought.
Hendricks.
Yeah, Hendricks.
Excuse me.
Hendricks made, I was just going to say that. I was getting ready to call Hendricks out. He made a heck of a wrap-up.
He did.
A good read. You see, the secret to being a good linebacker is how fast you can get your eyes on the ball. If you can get your eyes on the ball, then boom, you got a great chance.
Loss of the play by 1, 2nd and 11 at the 19. Raton. Oh, he's got some room to run if he wants. Instead, he's going to fire. Hidalgo goes open at the 25, turns it up, and he'll have a first down at the 35.
Yeah, that was wow, somebody blew an assignment there, my friend. He had a wide open receiver, and he had all the green pasture right there in front of him. He could have ran, he could have threw. He did. He chose to throw the ball, and he hit his man there and got a first down. That was too easy right there.
Spotted at the 35-yard line of Boca. The Cats got a first down, and it is first down and 10. Raton pressure coming. Pollock chasing him down. Flag is down. Pass is incomplete.
Yeah, I believe they're going to call that one on one of the interior linemen, either the center or the guard, because Brown was not going. They tackled him. Kesney Brown was tackled right there at that play. Oh, block below the waist. That's what that's a 15-yard penalty. What they did was high and low.
Yep.
And it was Brown that they were after. Kesney, and they hit him. I thought he held him too, but the official immediately threw that flag.
Oh, they keep working their way
it's
back.
A 15-yard penalty.
Yeah.
That's a high and low. That's a dangerous. That's a dangerous block because Boca
didn't realize it was going that far back.
Yeah, they went up. They thought, well, it's only a 10-yard. Well, we got 15 now.
So a big play got them to the 35. Now they're back to the initial line of scrimmage for this possession at the 20. Going to go down the sideline looking for Hidalgo, and this time Wesley does a good job of using the sideline as an extra defender.
Yeah, Donquell he did, you're right. And again, he turned beautifully. He had him to the outside, and it would have taken a great throw to make that catch. So that's good coverage. Where and again, the only guy that was going to catch that one was going to be the outside receiver. Now you see who's that.
Yeah, Dre Jacobs is going to come in. He's been learning. I did this last year. Played some corner for us last year. So he's going to do it again this year. So he's subbing in for Wesley.
Florida State knows he can play both ways too.
3rd and 25 at the 20 with 4:43 to go, and
they ran out
of time on the play clock.
You don't like to make comparisons to former athletes, and because it's different times, different eras. You know what I mean? Some of it. But Dre Jacobs reminds me a little, and I'm not going to say a little, maybe like a lot, like a Chauncey Stovall. Chauncey could play defense. He could play offense. He was a great receiver. He, too, was at Florida State.
Yep.
And this young man is headed there. But he reminds me of his athleticism of what Chauncey had.
Raton, he's going to let it fly over the right side this time, looking for a receiver, and he drops it in the basket.
Well, there should have been a push on that one, I thought. But
no kidding.
I thought he pushed him. That was a great throw.
Simawang with the catch.
Wow, he got away with a little bit of a shove on that play, but I tell you what, don't take away from the throw by the freshman quarterback. Quarterback threw that ball right, and the only guy that was going to catch that was the receiver.
Yep. So just shy of a first down mark on that catch. It's going to be 4th and 3rd.
Hey, you just don't want to get caught off sides here and give them the first down. Make them earn it. Linebackers got to be able to scrape good here. That hurt right there. That moved it back.
Yep.
On them. They're
Make it 4th and 8 now. So a false start against Boca pushes the ball back 5 yards and goes from 4th and 3 to 4th and 8. So instead, Coach Angel says, all right, we're not going on this one. We're going to punt this ball away from our own 37-yard line.
Number 79, Matthew Boylan.
Bogle gets set to punt. End over end punt's going to land at the Vero 35. Takes a big bounce. Picked up. Trey Jacobs got a block. It's going to be they're going to call that a flag. 2 flags down, and Jacobs returns to the 45-yard line of Boca, but this is all coming back.
Yeah, they're going to get one of the blockers on that play. He blocked, the ball had already gone by him, and I think that's what the official called. And it's that'll be a 15-yard penalty. He really didn't need the block, but he went ahead and made it. It was a legitimate, fair block in a sense, but because of the new rule that he is it was like, can't think of the word what they call that, but it's a
well, it's not consequential to the play anymore.
Yes,
I mean,
exactly.
So,
but they got another. They got another term they call indefensible player. That's exactly right. There you go. Thank you, Matt Paris. We got that from the doctor from the sideline.
So it's a spot foul. So not only do we lose all the yardage that Jacobs got, now you tack on more and puts it all the way back inside the 20 to the 17-yard line.
Blocking behind the play on the return, 15 yards from the spot of the foul. Indians 1st and 10.
All right, so
At the 17-yard line.
first possession of the second half, it was 3 plays, 62 yards for Vero. Let's see what they can do now, starting from their own 17. Aronson, low snap. Lets it fly, though. He's got a receiver there. Smith. Did he hang on?
No, they're saying incomplete. Wow,
Well, that was a great attempt at the catch, but apparently he did not hold it all the way down to the ground.
I'll tell you what, you go up that high, you jump that far up, you get down there, and you get one there in your hands, boy, you want to make the catch. But that defender must have reached in and grabbed the ball, knocked it loose.
2nd and 10. Going to go twins on either side. Aronson fakes the handoff, looking to set up a screen. Smith's got it. It's got a couple blockers trying to turn it upfield. Gets to the 30-yard line. And that will be enough for a first down.
Now this will be what they call hurry-up play off that screen right there. As everybody hurries up, they don't give you a chance to set.
Spotted at the 29. Aronson looking to throw real quick. Finds a receiver over on the left side and picks up another 5-6 yards as they get to the 35.
Yeah, that's that hurry-up play. They call it NASCAR, where you hurry up and get to the line of scrimmage. And they've done it again. They're doing it again right now. They're trying another hurry-up play.
2nd and 4. Trips on the right side. Aronson trying to fling it downfield.
He is incomplete. He tried to hit his running back, Gene, that time. A little pressure on him that time.
Yeah. He thought about running, and then he decided to flip it downfield. And that'll stop the clock at 3 minutes and 30 seconds in the third quarter. It's going to be a 3rd and 4 for Vero Beach, leading 14-3. Ball will be at the Vero 36.
Then he had a little talk with Tyler, and as he goes back out and calls the play, and we'll see what happens here.
Aronson hands off. Jean off the right side. Jean able to get the first down as he gets to the 44-yard line.
Did he look good running there?
Yeah.
I mean, his movement, his body movement, he shifted to the left, ran back to the right, and then accelerated and turned it on and got the first down. Good job blocking by the guys on the right side on that line. Did a really nice job of opening up the seam.
So we have an injured player down for Boca. There's a timeout on the field. We'll stop our action as well at 3:24 in the third quarter. Vero leading 14-3.
The Tripp family, GNC, and the Miracle Mile are crazy about the Vero Beach Fighting Indians and their fans. Joe and his staff have over 2 decades in the supplement business and know all about sports nutrition, along with vitamins, herbs, weight loss, and wellness products. GNC also offers meal replacements and testosterone support and tailors their products to meet individual needs. 562-2450.
All right, good to see the young man actually got up on his own power. He's walking off. He's got a little help.
Wobbling off here.
I think he took a pretty good shot.
James Jones on that play.
No, but it'll be a first down and 10 for Vero Beach. Ball at the 43-yard line. 3:24 to go, third quarter. Offense is definitely improved in this second half. They've cleaned up some things that we saw mistakes in that first half. They have definitely sharpened that up a little bit here in this third quarter. Twin receivers on either side. Aaronson's looking to throw, looking over his left. Now he's got room to run up the middle to midfield. Hurdles over one player to the 45, and it's a first down.
Wow, that was a design play, but it was well covered. He kept waiting for somebody to get open, but they left the middle open for him to run.
They're going to hurry up here on first down in Boca territory at the 43. Quick screen to Woolard left side. Woolard's got a block, trying to bounce it outside, just gets tripped up, but he's at the 38.
Aaronson's pass completed the play.
.30-yard line, and an Indian first down. Hillsman, the carry.
Yeah, there's a young man we've been wanting to watch to see his play. He's Jonathan Hillsman, a freshman running back that is talented, Paul, very talented.
Spot the ball at the 30-yard line, first and 10. Twin receivers on either side. Hillsman in the backfield. Aronson looking to throw, going left for the corner. He's got his receiver there. Is it caught? I believe it is. Yeah, how about Brock Thomas?
How about Brock Thomas going up and making that big catch right there? That is a great job of feeding the ball in there, Paul, and Brock goes up and makes that catch.
Indians have it first and goal from the 5.
Timeout's going to be taken by Boca. Boy, coaches were not happy about. They couldn't. Boca seems a little confused at the moment.
Earlier, we saw Willard make that little rubbed route he runs off, and that time Brock Thomas ran the little rub route and made the catch down the sideline, went up and got the ball. It's exciting to see a young man like Brock. I coached him when he was on the JV, and I always said this young man's got good hands. He's got the size to match it now, and he's, in the last couple of years, he's stronger, and he's a senior, and he's going to get a chance to play a lot.
Next week, season opener, South Fork here at the Citrus Bowl. Game time is at 7 o'clock. Our pregame show, Countdown to Kickoff, presented by Cap's Pizza, will begin at 6 p.m. Hey, by the way, you can join the Touchdown Club, and you can help support the Fighting Indians. For every touchdown scored, funds will be raised to support the team. It's simple to join, so sign up right away. You can do so here in the stadium at the Spirit Shop down there by the concession area. It is 2 minutes, 1 second left in the third quarter. It is first and goal at the 5-yard line for Vero Beach. And we're going to see E.J. White line up at quarterback. Freshman ready to take the snap. Fakes the handoff, tried to go off the left side, spin his way towards the end zone, but he stopped short.
That's that Wildcat, or it can be. He is like a future quarterback. He's only a freshman. He can play deep. We've seen him on defense. We've seen him on offense. The guy's very talented, and he eventually they say he will be a good quarterback.
Going to line up again to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. EJ on the keeper. Pump fake. Looking for his receiver, and he had 2 receivers in the area, and it fell in between both of them.
He had Gwen wide open out there on a little out, and he just threw that one too hard. There's the inexperience that you go through and you learn. This is a process for him right here, and this is what Coach wanted to see, to get your freshman in there. Now, he could have taken off and probably ran that last one in, I
think
too.
so, yeah.
That's what I thought he was going to do.
Yeah, 3rd down and goal from the 4. EJ off the right side, cuts it back up, trying to push his way to the end zone. Touchdown, EJ White, 4 yards out.
Lenny called the same play and said, now run the ball, big guy. And he did. Into the end zone. Good job blocking by the guys up front. That right outside of the offensive line as he ran to the right. Dalton and Paris, and then you had Nate Gwynn over there blocking for him on there. That's a good run. It just shows his toughness, too.
Lewis will get set for the extra point. Brock Thomas, the holder, puts it down. The kick is up, and it's good. Vera leading 21-3 late in the 3rd quarter.
A family business for 25 years, Total Golf Cart supports the Fighting Indians and their fans. They're the authorized club card dealer and love to assist buyers to find the golf cart that best meets their needs. They offer both new and used club cars. And Total Golf Cart also has a full service department at 1140 South US 1 in Vero Beach or at TotalGolfCart.com. Air Docs of the Treasure Coast, cooling specialists, are Fighting Indians football supporters. They know how important it is to have a cooling system that can stand up to our Florida heat. Air Docs offers a full range of cooling and heating services, including repairs, tune-ups, and systems maintenance. Online at airdocsac.com and Facebook.
11 plays to go, 83 yards. Touchdown on a squib kick there in Vero Beach. Boy, did they get the onside kick?
And I'm telling you what happened. Oh, they're saying it went the other way. Well, how did Vero came up with the ball? How did they give it to Boca? How do you justify that? Yeah, there you go. Thank you. That's why you have a whole bunch of them out there talking to each other. Listen, I saw that on the very first kickoff.
So there was a chance for an onside kick, Gary, and obviously we got it, we recovered it, and so that's another thing that other teams now will have to watch on film and be prepared for. But go back to the scoring play. 11 plays, 83 yards. EJ White 4-yard run. It makes it 21-3. That is brought to you by McCall Insurance Agency. Is now Vero Beach with the onside kick and recovery. Puts it at the Boca 49.
Well, the opening kickoff, they spread out and left the middle wide open. And I thought, wow, it'd be a perfect place to dribble one up there.
Twin receivers on either side. Swing out for Hillsman, and Hillsman just could not get around fast enough to catch that ball. Falls incomplete, 2nd down.
Yeah, very close to being a lateral, too.
Yeah, it was.
Very close. Yeah, this is a freshman getting a chance to play. You want to see what he can do. He's very, very fast. The word out on him. Yeah. Good athlete. Got a lot of potential.
So 2nd down for Vero Beach as we've got 1:11 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Low snap. Aronson picks it up. Lets it fly over the middle. Hits his receiver. Gets to the 35-yard line.
That's Woolard.
And Woolard, nice little catch inside traffic there and scuttles his way for a 1st down.
Yeah, he makes a little curl over the middle of the field. Gets in between 2 defenders, and, man, nice catch.
Quick tempo here. Woolard again, left side, got a block from Smith, and a flag's going to come in. Smith will go Willard out of bounds.
And they're going to call Smith for holding. You get your hands outside the shoulder pads, you're going to get called every time. You get it inside, you got a better chance of not getting called. That would be my observation from way up here. Maybe the guy saw something different down there.
He was inside the shoulder pads, but he let the guy pull away from him a little bit, and he still had the hold of the jersey. So that's what it was. Once they got by him, that's when they called it.
It's first down and 10. They'll spot it at the 42-yard line for Vero Beach.
About 20 yards to go.
Yeah. Aronson rolling out, trying to find some room, and he will be taken down around the 40-yard line, maybe the 38.
He had Nate Gwynn downfield, but he didn't feel comfortable squaring his shoulders up at that time. He felt like it would have been an off-balance throw, and he just chose to pick up about 5 yards on it.
See if the Indians get another playoff here as we got 5 seconds left on the clock. Don't think they're going to get this one off. Nope. That'll do it for the third quarter of play. Vero Beach with 2 touchdowns in this third quarter has extended its lead 21-3. Fourth quarter action is coming up next here. This is Fighting Indians football.
Hi, JW from Boca Air Conditioning. These hot and humid days sure do take a toll on your air conditioning system. Barker Air Conditioning offers our ESA annual or semi-annual maintenance plans to keep things in good working order. Barker Air Conditioning, servicing Indian River County since 1959.
Perkins Pharmacy in Vero Beach is glad to be a supporter of Christian FM and to help put Fighting Indians football on the radio. Owner Edwin Perkins and his staff are all big fans of the Fighting Indians, and they hope Coach Jankowski and the team have the right prescription for another winning season. Perkins Pharmacy is on State Road 60, right across the street from KFC. Their phone is 978-6470.
WSCF Vero Beach, Christian FM.
Here we are in the fourth quarter at the Citrus Falls. The Fighting Indians have a 21-3 lead. Paul Tipton, Gary Paris, Ronnie, Matt, Don, and Derek here tonight for the exhibition game as Vero Beach on a 2nd down and 14. And flag on the play. We'll start the fourth quarter as it's a false start against Vero.
He called it once time earlier on the Bobcats for picking the ball up. And that's what I think he did. He said that, I saw a little grass, a little air under that, light underneath that ball.
So back them up 5, and the Indians now with a Dean out of the backfield. Whiteley, the quarterback, hits Bacon, I believe. Bacon turns it upfield to the 35-yard line.
I think that's
actually Banzoff is Parker with the catch. Quick one left side. This is Thomas. Thomas trying to get around the blocks, pushes it away almost to the 35-yard line.
Couple screens with Jake Whiteley in there. One to Banzoff, one to Brock Thomas, and they've got him right at the 4th down situation, but it's 3 yards.
Going up with a lot of up-tempo here is Whiteley now trying to set up another screen. Banzoff's got it, turns it upfield. He's got a first down as he gets to the 20.
Yeah, that's that little screens pass to the right side. Good job by Jake, and how about Parker Banzoff?
First down and 10 at the 20. Score is 21-3. We're in the fourth quarter. Twin receivers on either side for Jake Whiteley. Whiteley looking to let it fly. They're going to stop play. This is a false start as he was looking for Troy Smith down the left corner.
Dead ball. False start offense.
We've totaled up 60 yards penalties just on the offense tonight.
That just doesn't. Coaches, you go crazy over the little things, and you look for the little things. But these are things that are fixable. You can fix something like this. you can, you work, you get them. And again, coaches get them at practice, and they start working on this thing.
Yep.
They'll work on it starting tomorrow morning.
1st and 15. Whiteley's going to send receiver in motion. Going to swing it. Banzhaf has got it off the left side, and he'll get maybe a yard or two on the play.
And another flag on the play. Imagine that in a preseason game. Personal foul.
It's against the defense.
Defense. That's got to be a late hit either on somebody from the defensive side of the ball, put a late hit on somebody on the red jersey side. Because it's 15 yards.
Well, don't forget, immediately following this ball game, we have the Roy Bell Grading Services postgame show. We'll name our Scott Sporting Goods players of the game, get a chance to talk to some of our coaches, and we'll set the stage for next week's season opener against Southport. Vero Beach able to move the ball up thanks to the penalty. First down. Whiteley looking, pumped, going to throw it, and goes over the head, looking for Cheeky Rojas.
Yeah, and that's a good throw. That's a good throw because he wasn't there. He thought there you go. There's a young junior that just got in the game. Instead of trying to force one in there, he overthrew it and got for another play. Lived for another play.
Second down and 10, from the 11-yard line. Whiteley, he's looking to throw, swings out right side, looking for Rojas again. Rojas able to get close to the 5-yard line. I think it's about the 6 or 7-yard line there.
That's a little quick out there. That's a tough throw for a quarterback throwing that far across the field. Mm-hmm. And you saw Rojas make that catch, but Whiteley makes a nice throw on it.
This just in, E.J. White in at quarterback.
All right, I think you're going to see a run play here maybe.
Third down, White, keeper. Off the right side, turns it upfield, squirts it in for a touchdown. 6-yard run for E.J. White.
Hey, give that offensive line its due right now. How about you've got Bachelor at center, who's done a great job all night. Dalton Jordan at right tackle, Paul Paris at right guard. You got Stevens at left guard, and Benitez at left tackle. And I'm going to get the center's name down. Yes, Silas is his first name.
Backler.
That's what I said, Backler, didn't I?
You said Bachelorette.
Oh, no, I didn't say Bachelorette. I may have butchered it, but not that bad.
Bad snap. Thomas picks it up. He's just going to chuck it and goes right in the crowd. It's going to fall incomplete. So the score is 27-3. Vero Beach on top here in the fourth quarter.
Cap's Pizza and Pub, a proud sponsor of the Fighting Indians and Christian FM, serving Vero for over 35 years. Cap's offers Italian cuisine, including pizzas, strombolis, calzones, hot and cold subs, plus wings. A family-owned and operated business, John and his staff are happy to serve. Cap's Pizza and Pub, 725 27th Avenue Southwest, Vero Beach, 772-770-2277 or capspizzamenu.com.
Since 1980, the Village Beach Market has been that local store on the beach filled with friends that always has something for everyone. And we've been Fighting Indian fans for generations. From fresh baked goods to prepared foods to chef-inspired lunches and dinners, our slogan says it best, simply better. We're online at villagebeachmarket.com.
So 9 plays to go 51 yards. E.J. White with a 6-yard run gets it into the end zone. We missed the extra point. It is 27-3. And this scoring drive brought to you by the McCall Insurance Agency. As we get set to kick off towards the east end of the stadium. High, short, caught at the 20-yard line. To the 25. Trying to go wide. To the 30. 35. 40. 45, trying to cut back, and will be stopped at the 46-yard line.
Now, another thing with a lot of these young special teams players in the game right now, you'll learn about a lane. That was a pooch kick to the right. That means the guys on the left they've got to stay in their lanes, because if he doesn't do the fair catch, most likely he's going to try to break to the wide side of the field. If you get outside your lanes and you allow a gap, that's what he did. We did several times there, and he put a nice return off a pooch kick, a nice pooch kick.
So the ball will be spotted, 47-yard line. For Boca, down 27-3. Twin receivers on either side. Handoff, bobble on the exchange. And that allowed the defense to catch up enough, and that was a no gain.
I believe that is Gabriel Rodriguez now at quarterback.
Yep.
I believe that is.
Yep. So Coach Angel trying out a few things here while he's got some time. Routson really had a pretty good game tonight, Gary.
I think for a freshman?
For a freshman, yes,
Whoa.
absolutely.
Yes, sirree. The future's bright with that young man.
Second down and 10. Handoff left side, trying to stretch it out. Cutback. Picks up about 4 on the play, maybe 5 on the play.
That was Ryan Platten. Did that run on that time on that play. Picks up nice gain on that play. Nice little cutback, as you said. Now brings up third and about 4.
Third down, ball 47. Third down, 4.
So a third down and 4. Bobcats in Vero territory at the 47, down 27-3. Trips to the right side. Platten spins his way, but he will really go nowhere. Maybe a yard gain, and it's going to bring up 4th down. You got to believe Coach Angel's just going to go for it at this stage of the game.
Absolutely, I would. What do you got to lose here?
Right.
Now you're seeing Coach empty the bench, and this is what a game like this is all about. You're up 27-3. Now you want to get film on everybody. They got Big Dash out there right now. I love this guy. Dash Ferguson is 5'5", 280 pounds, and he's a junior. And I'm gonna tell you something. He's got one of the best attitudes you can ever see for a young man.
On 4th down, looking to throw over the middle of the field. Rodriguez finds his target, and it's going to be a 1st down.
Yeah, it's 8 this time instead of 8. They got that tight end. Little dump route right there. Nice throw.
For Gary.
Yeah, but nice throw by the quarterback to get it to him. Rodriguez put that one right on the numbers.
7 minutes, 15 seconds to go. 4th quarter, 27-3. Vero Beach leading. And a 1st down and 10 for Boca at the Vero 38. Rodriguez brings in the high snap, hands it off. Platten trying to push his way. It'll be about a 2-yard gain.
Rivers is in on that tackle that time. One of the linebackers came in and made that hit.
Apion Rivers for Vero Beach. That linebacker spot making a tackle for Vero. And they're actually going to call it a no gain. So 2nd down and 10 for Boca. 6.5 to play in the 4th quarter. Rodriguez from the gun. Fakes the handoff, going to roll out right. And he gets caught in the backfield. And a big sack. That is David Benjamin.
David is I'm going to tell you, he's a great young man. I know his family really, really well, Paul. And I'm going to tell you what, his dad is smiling from ear to ear right now as David gets in and made a big hit right there. A tackle for a loss, a big, big play. And I'm more proud. I really love it. I want to give a shout out when we get time to a friend, okay? We get time.
Well, we got 5 minutes and 35 seconds. Third down and 18 here for Boca. Trips to the left side. Rodriguez looking for a screen. Instead, he goes over the midfield. It's intercepted. Going the other way. 45, 40, 30.
That's
20,
Rivers.
10. Touchdown, Afion Rivers.
Wow. What a play. Good pressure. That's what pressure puts on it. And the young man is in the right place. He does his read. He reads that middle really well. And the ball, he just picks it off, and he's off to the races.
Wow. Pretty good speed for the young man, too.
Oh, you're right. I was surprised. I've not seen him ever run that.
Me either, but that's really good to see. About a 60-yard return on the pick six for Rivers. Makes it 33-3, pending this extra point try. High snap, but the kick is there, and it makes it through on the line drive to make it 34-3 late in the fourth quarter.
Perkins Pharmacy in Vero Beach is glad to be a supporter of Christian FM and to help put Fighting Indians football on the radio. Owner Edwin Perkins and his staff are all big fans of the Fighting Indians, and they hope Coach Jankowski and the team have the right prescription for another winning season. Perkins Pharmacy is on State Road 60, right across the street from KFC. Their phone is 978-6470.
This is Fighting Indians football on the Vero Nation Network. Brought to you by HBS Glass. Let's join Gary Paris and the voice of the Fighting Indians, Paul Tipton.
Well, big sack by David Benjamin, and then a big pick six by Afion Rivers. And Vero Beach defensively adds to the score. Makes it 34-3 with 5:17 to go here in the fourth quarter. The scoring drive brought to you by McCall Insurance Agency. As the Indians get set to kick off towards the east end of the stadium. A little low, caught at the 29 to the 40 and stopped at the 41-yard line. Gary?
Yeah, I want to do a shout out. Jeff Lee is one of our JV coaches. Has a dear friend of his, lives up in Indiana, who is listening tonight, and we want to give you a special shout out to Carrie Tellers for listening to us tonight all the way up in Indiana.
Good job. I meant Carrie, not you.
Oh, yeah,
Gary.
Thank you, Carrie. Yeah.
Good job, Carrie, not Gary.
Yeah.
Yes. So they'll spot that at the 41-yard line after the return. Vero Beach leading 34-3. They'll start thinking pretty soon here about next week's matchup against South Fork.
You know, the good thing, what you really want to come out of this game is you learn, but you want to come out healthy.
Absolutely.
You just do not have enough. Sometimes you don't have enough depth that's got playing time. That's what you're trying to get now, is that depth playing time.
So Vero Beach is going to open up next week for the start of the season against South Fork here at home. And by the way, Vero Beach is going to have 7 straight games here at home, this one being the 8th one. And let me tell you about what's coming up. Week 2 is definitely going to be an interesting one. You got Palm Beach Gardens coming in to the stadium, followed by Port St. Lucie. Week 4, it's Westwood. Week 5, another notable one, Miami Palmetto comes here to the Citrus Bowl. Then we have Fort Pierce Central in Week 6, Wellington in Week 7 here at the Citrus Bowl. And then finally, in the middle of October, we go on a road game to the district with Centennial.
The Treasure Coast game and the Miami Palmetto game, Paul, those two games, those two teams are preseason ranked top 25 in the state of Florida.
Both of those games will be here at home, by the way.
Yes.
First down and 10. Keeper by Rodriguez. Picks up 3 to 4.
Wow, what a nice job of adjusting and tackling out there get these new guys nets. Josh Johnson, a linebacker, went inside, back outside to make that tackle. Looked like he was going to have a big gain on that, but Josh held him to about 4 or 5 yards on. That's it. And it looked like it was going to be bigger.
2nd down and 6.
How would you like to be Rivers, Antoine Rivers, right now, thinking, man, how about the adrenaline flowing in that young man?
From the 45-yard line of Boca, it's 2nd and 6 for the Bobcats. Handoff left side and no going. Nothing there as the defense is just cranking it up. Messam with the tackle there from the linebacker spot. Brings up 3rd down and long.
Hey, this is so much fun for everybody to get to play. You know what I mean? You really got a chance to go deep into your team, your depth to challenge, and it's good to see that. These guys are doing a good job.
It's 3rd down, 7. Handoff, Platten.
How about the dash?
No, the dash making a tackle there.
Dash Ferguson made that tackle for I think a loss on the play.
Gary, I got to ask you this. So you just said, how much fun is this? So, I mean, Vero's winning, so they're having fun. Boca's not winning. They're not having fun. But you said it didn't matter who wins or loses in this
It doesn't. In a game like this, it's about the depth, but you really like the win, don't you?
But didn't you just quantify it by saying they're having fun and they're not?
Are you picking me apart right here already early in the year? I mean, preseason, and we hadn't even got the midseason yet, and you're already on me. My goodness.
I'm just asking the question here. I just want to know.
I'm saying that it's Vero's having these guys out on the field right now are having fun because they're making plays. They're making and the other side
winning.
And they're winning.
Okay.
The other side is struggling right now, not having as much fun because why, Paul?
They're not winning.
They're not winning.
No, you talked earlier about it didn't matter who wins or loses, but now you're saying it does.
No, it really, nobody's going to remember this game 10 years from now. All right, it's a preseason game.
Wait a minute, let me ask you this. Do you remember any of your exhibition games?
No. Are you kidding me?
Come on.
I do remember one. My first pass I ever caught in an exhibition game was from Johnny Unitas.
Did
you remember that?
Did you win or lose? Did you win or lose?
I don't care if we won or lost. I don't remember. I caught a Johnny Unitas pass. That's all that mattered for me right there. I got so excited I forgot to run. I mean, that guy he's a Hall of Fame legend.
You must have been excited all the time.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, wow.
Oh.
Wow, I mean, I've been really nice, and I really have promised our TV audience that I would try to get the names down.
Not our radio audience, just
not
our TV
radio,
audience.
just our TV audience, because they're new to this.
Okay. 4th and 12. Boca punts the ball away. Not a bad little pooch punt there. Willard picks it up, stays in bounds. He's going to cut back now. Flag. Willard trying to get to the edge, turns it upfield. He's at the 40, 30, and out of bounds inside the 30. This is all coming back, though. But how about Willard staying in bounds and then cutting back?
Yeah.
That's pretty good feat.
I mean, I really, the idea that he went back and ball bounced his way now. It did have a nice little bounce right to him.
Yeah.
And I guarantee there was a block in the back somewhere because as he cut back, so did the defenders and our guys kind of hit in the back. They got 2 flags on it. And you got to remember the officials. Their first game
it's their
too.
First, yeah.
Of the season.
Dead ball, personal foul.
Oh, so a block in the back and a personal foul on either direction here. So, do over?
No, I think what they do is a dead ball foul. Vero will get flagged for 10 yards, and then they will get 15.
So
why didn't they just walk 5 more yards?
It's just net 5, yeah.
No, they just gave it 5 more yards where it was and said, okay, we're going to go 5 yards. But I guess to make everybody understand. So we picked up a net of 5 yards on Owlette. 1st and 10.
It's good stuff. It's really good stuff.
Yeah, well, when you're up 34-3 in an exhibition game,
you're having fun.
You're having fun
because you're winning.
Yeah, absolutely. Can you imagine if this had been a game we were losing?
Wow. I mean, imagine what Gary would be saying right now about the net 5.
Yeah. That's the biggest play of the night here for Vero Beach.
So all that to say, we're at the 35-yard line.
Absolutely.
1st down and 10. 3:15 to go. By the way, folks, you might want to stay around for the postgame show. You never know what's going to happen here. Poor Roy Bell. He's paying for this postgame show, and he just don't know what he's going to get now.
Oh, what a
nice run. Still on his feet. How about the strength of our running back there? Wetmiller with the run there. Wow.
That was a beautiful run.
Showing some coach some determination there. Got a 1st down. Quick strike out left side. Caught. Flags down.
Collins on this one that made that catch.
Yeah, another flag comes in.
Yeah, you know what? When the game's like this, you know.
Yeah. I'm with you. Why throw?
Why throw all these flags? That was illegal procedure, and
because you're just drawing this thing out longer and longer this way, and. But, like you said, Gary, these guys got to get their practice in, too. And, we watch the teams try to run their 2-minute drills or whatever, even though the game's out of reach or whatever. So I guess the officials got to go through their things as well, no matter what the situation.
He took the illegal procedure because it was 5 yards. The hold was downfield, so they would have gained yards if they had taken the holding. So he made the right call there, the official and the coach.
1st and 15. Paul hands off. Right side. Wow. Another great run by Wetmiller.
That's Whitley that's still in there.
Yeah, you're right.
And another great run by, what is his last name?
Wetmiller.
Whitmiller. I'm not familiar with him. Are you?
Not really. I've been out of practice. I really hadn't seen him run much at all. I watched Rogers, I watched Gene, I watched a little bit of Hillsman. Hadn't really seen Wetmiller, but man, he's looking impressive. Getting the call again.
He gets up.
Yeah, got about a yard there.
Yeah, he got a good shot on that one. It brings up 3rd down. There's 1 minute and 40 seconds to go. So, naturally Indians are going to win this one right now, 34-3. And it's a...
Actually, we got that wrong. That's Antoine Frederick.
Is the running?
Frederick, yeah.
Okay.
45. Nope, 45. Hand off again. Frederick.
1st down.
Got a 1st down. Wow. My apologies.
Frederick?
Frederick.
Yeah. Okay. I don't even have him on my sheet.
It's right here.
I know, but I don't have them on mine. I got it off. I didn't get the sheet that you got from Coach. I got mine from across the state.
Okay. Hand off to the right side. This time, it's Frazier. Terrence Frazier getting the call. And he picks up a good 4 or 5 yards on the carry. 35 seconds to go. Vero Beach maybe runs one more play here, and that will do it for this ball game.
Yeah, this is a team that last year, talking about Boca, as Frazier gets the ball, cuts back, and gets a yard or two. This is a team last year that went to the playoffs.
Yes.
Boca got beat by Deerfield. in the district play, and then in the first round of the playoffs, they got beat by Deerfield again. But they were a state playoff team last year.
Vero Beach wins the kickoff classic against Boca Raton 34-3. Stick around. The Roy Bell Grading Services postgame show is coming up next. This is Fighting Indians football.
Thanks to Roy Bell Grading Services for sponsoring Fighting Indians football and the Fighting Indians post-game show. Roy Bell Grading Services is locally owned and operated, providing services to this area for over 37 years. Roy Bell Grading Services offers services such as land clearing, grading, laser grading, and complete site work.
Hi, my name is Chase Bell. My family and I support Fighting Indians football and Christian FM. Go Indians!
No job too small or too big. Roy Bell Grading Services. We roll the earth. 772-473-4559.
The Fighting Indians rely on teamwork, and so does Christian FM. One of those teammates is Scott Sporting Goods. Scott Sporting Goods features an array of sporting equipment, including clothes and shoes. They are also the ones that fit our Fighting Indians broadcast team with the Fighting Indians apparel. Located in downtown Vero Beach, 1407 20th Street. Their phone number is 778-0661. Thanks to Scott Sporting Goods.
Durfee's Heating and Cooling, a longtime friend and supporter of Christian FM. Durfee's Heating and Cooling offers air conditioning repairs, maintenance, and new installations. Family owned and operated, serving the Treasure Coast area. Durfee's Heating and Cooling, 772-971-5884.
Welcome to the Fighting Indians postgame show, presented by Roy Bell Grading Services.
Welcome back to the Citrus Bowl, where the Fighting Indians win their exhibition game against Boca Raton 34-3. Paul Tipton along with Gary Paris. As we got a chance to head down to the field now. Ronnie Self standing by with our offensive line coach, Kendrick Willis. Ron?
Coach Willis, a pretty sloppy first half by Vero Beach, but we kind of got it cleaned up there in the locker room. Came out and played pretty well in the second half. Much better on both sides of the ball for Vero.
Yes, sir. It's just getting back to the details, cleaning things up. It's a kickoff classic. It was the first half, a little first game jitters. I had to get them out the way, and they came out, man, and they really executed the second half on both sides, all three phases of the game.
We did, and we were able to capitalize on a few breaks from them still making penalties. But offensively, I thought our offensive line looked much better in the second half, and the quarterback and the wide receivers were all clicking.
Yes, sir. They work very hard in practice and on communication, and they just had to communicate and try to figure out what they were doing up front, and they did a very good job with that, and they came out and dominated the second half.
They did, and you never know what's going to happen when you haven't really played a ball game in quite a few months since last year, and overall we looked shaky and came out well in the second half, and defensively, I still think we've got a few things to clean up as well as offensively.
Yes, sir. Like I said, it's a kickoff classic. Got some things to clean up. We'll get back to it tomorrow, watch some film, and start, improving Vero Beach on Monday, try and get ready for next Friday night.
All right, Coach, we want to congratulate you and the boys on a good win tonight.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Back to you guys.
All right, thanks a lot, Ronnie. As Coach Kendrick Willis talking about that offensive line and the team as a whole tonight, picking up the win against Boca Raton 34-3. And Gary, we saw, Vero's first possession, 7 plays, 74 yards. And they take it in, 16-yard run, catch and run by Woolard there. And we thought, okay, man, they're looking sharp. But then they kind of, maybe Boca made some changes or whatever. But we started to, get a lot of penalties, and we were shooting ourselves in the foot a little bit.
We did, and that's all part of the ups and downs there and the finding yourself into rhythm. I think Matt said it really well in his pregame review about consistency. The key is consistency on the plays and being consistent on your offense, defense, execution, tackling, whatever it may be. And I think that's what Coach wanted to see more of, and I think he did. I think as the game went on, it's inexcusable to have double-digit penalties on offense. That's just not acceptable to do things like that. You have those kind of penalties. But you saw the blocking got better. I mean, look at Dravius. Von Dravius. Dre had a great game catching screens. Just catching screens. The young man was phenomenal. The running backs, Gene, had a great game out there. He did a really good job blocking, catching the ball, and running. It was a very, very good tune-up for the beginning of the season. And I think, as Ronnie and Kendrick said, they got better as the night went along, and they made adjustments, and it was obvious to see those adjustments pay off.
Absolutely was. And in just a moment, Matt's going to get with our Scott Sporting Goods players of the game tonight as the team was hanging out with the band and doing the alma mater song and trying to get, that tradition that we've had for so many years and be respectful of that. But I think Matt is about ready down there. Said no. Okay. All right. So I guess we won't have that tonight. So, all right. So that turns us to getting ready for next week when we have South Fork coming in here to the stadium, Gary. And this will start a stretch run. When we saw the schedule, we knew that we were going to have a nice stretch run of home games. Out of the 11 games we have on the schedule, 9 of them are going to be at home. It started with tonight with our exhibition game against Boca Raton. But the real season opener starts next week, South Fork, where basically now the record counts. Now the point system starts, get you, start thinking about, okay, these teams that you're playing, this counts against your playoffs. Okay, I guess we actually do have Matt ready to go tonight, so let's go down to the field to check in with Matt, who's got our Scott Sporting Goods players of the game. Matt?
I certainly do, guys. We're going to start on the defensive side because that's all what you like to do. Start on the defense, and we're going with our defensive player of the game is Kesney Brown, senior defensive tackle. Kesney, that first half, they couldn't block you. What were you doing that they just couldn't stop you?
Really just going over everything we work in practice, just using my hands, using my feet, using my eyes as well, trying to peek, to find that running back, see what gap he's trying to take, and just being aggressive and physical and out-muscling my opponent every play.
You certainly did. And as a senior, give me an assessment of that front seven. It's a kickoff classic, but give me your assessment of the front seven.
It was a good start to see where we're at, but I think we got a long way to go, a lot of hard work to be put in so we can get to that state final.
Certainly do. A little bit of a new scheme this year, and talk to us a little bit about that.
It's a new scheme with our new coach, Coach Mata. He's a really, really great coach. He knows all the details, and it's a great game plan. We just got to be disciplined. We got a couple offsides calls. So a lot of discipline and just working hard, and I think we're going to do it, pull it off.
You certainly did, and it's a very talented Boca team, and you held them to 3 points.
Yes, sir. Did it very well. It's a great team game. Proud of my linebackers, my DBs, my D-line, everybody, my coaching staff, my offensive guys as well.
How about Rivers for the pick six?
Oh, man. That's my boy Afion. I can't believe he took off that fast. I didn't really know he was that fast before today.
That's awesome. Well, Kenzie, thank you. You are Scott Sporting Goods Defensive Player of the Game.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you. All right. Also, guys, down here with number 1 senior wide receiver, Dre Jacobs. You had 7 catches, 114 yards, and a TD. Walk us through that touchdown. It seemed like you were shot out of a gun.
Yes, sir. Probably I want to say before halftime, we had busted on that play. Then Nate promised me that the next time that coach called it, he going to make the block. And he ain't lied to me. He made the block. So, that touchdown was on Nate and the O-line. They did a great job for me. Open hole, I just did the rest.
What did coach say to you guys in the halftime? Because you had 7 points, but all of a sudden you came out and busted it loose. What did coach say to you in the halftime?
Well, coach just told us, he just basically came in there, just talked to us about our mistakes and how to fix them, and we came out and we capitalized.
He certainly did. I remember him saying something about there was like one player, and whatever was said, you guys got it done in the net. Let's go through your offense now, because, man, you look like you guys have a lot of weapons.
Sir, for the most, I'm very, very impressed with Lil Willard, Justin Willard. I already knew he had talent, but he surprised me today, and I already held him to that level. And, the rest of the offensive guys, we get after it. The O-line get after it. We got a great QB. We got a great running back core, and our receiver core going to get it done.
Certainly did, and that offensive line did a pretty good job, too.
Yes, sir. The less the QB on the ground, the better for us.
It 100%. Well, hey, congratulations, Dre, for being our Scott Sporting Goods Offensive Player of the Game.
Thank you.
All right, back to you guys.
Thanks, Matt. That is Kesney Brown, Defensive Player of the Game, along with Vondravius Jacobs, our Offensive Player of the Game, presented by Scott Sporting Goods. All right, Gary, as we started to talk about before Matt got the players of the game, we're talking about season starts. This is where it really, the rubber meets the road, so to speak, because now everything counts. The wins, the losses, the points system for the playoffs, all of this begins next Friday.
It does, and it's the kickoff of the season, and you take away all the good things you did here, work on all the bad things, and everything that was bad, in my opinion, can be fixed. I mean, it wasn't like you got beat all the time or whatever, and you lack of speed or lack of effort. It was mostly just mental mistakes that hurt Vero Beach most of the time tonight. But you still came away, made all those mistakes, beat a playoff team 34-3. I mean, that's how you look at that and you go, wow, that's not a bad night. You know what I mean? That's
Not at all.
Not at all. And you got a chance to see a lot of people play. So you got to be impressed with the way this team came out, the way I love the way Coach adjusted things at halftime. I mean, here you are, you're up, 7-3 at halftime? And next thing you know, you come out and you just put that pedal and it just goes down, and all of a sudden you look like Vero Beach is going to look, and I think they're going to have a nice run this year. They got a very talented team, and I don't even think Bill Mata really showed a whole lot tonight. I think he was
probably not
trying to. He's got so many tricks up his sleeve that, and I call it that because he knows how to change things, make things happen.
So let's take a look at the Durfee's Heating and Cooling defensive stats for this ball game for the Fighting Indians. You had Donquell Wesley with an interception. You had Afion Rivers with a pick six, about a 60-yard interception for a score. Sacks, you had David Benjamin with one, Rupert Taylor with one. Then you had our leading tacklers tonight. David Williams had 7 tackles, 1 tackle for a loss. Kesney Brown, he was our Scott Sporting Goods Player of the Game. He had 6 tackles, 1 for a tackle for a loss. And then Jashawn Hendricks, 4 tackles and 2 tackles for a loss. So look at that, Gary. I mean, you got all these different names on there. And we didn't even talk about Keyshawn Campbell, Bucky Rojas, Kevin Pollak.
No, they had a bunch. But how about Derek Williams?
Yeah.
I mean, just coming up, making play after play after play for you tonight. That's a name that we really wasn't on the radar when we started talking about. We were talking about Keyshawn. We were talking about Kevin Pollak, who also had a good game. Bucky Rojas. We were talking about Brown. We were talking about Perez. We were talking about, some other people. Then all of a sudden you get a guy like Derek comes up and has a fantastic game. That's good to see that. That just tells me that Bill Mata is man, I tell you what, it's neat to watch him coach.
Yes,
all I can say.
Absolutely is. So that's going to do it for our defensive stats. Let's take a look at our offensive stats for tonight. On the ground, we finished with 114 yards. Jean had 8 carries for 35 yards on the night. And it was good to see some of these young running backs get some time as well. I mean,
there was one I didn't even Frederick or
Frederick.
That was a name that I just did not know about. I'm sorry.
Maybe you won't get a chance to see him on the JV squad. I don't know.
I would like to.
We'll see. But Aronson finishes the night tonight with 19 of 28 for 2 touchdowns and 168 yards. Total of 192 yards through the air tonight. He had Jacobs 7 for 114 and a touchdown. Woolard had 6 for 91 and a touchdown. They had 15 first downs tonight. Probably, again, Gary, the biggest stat of the night is you had, 13, 14 penalties tonight. For about almost 100 yards of penalties. And
that's just unacceptable,
And that's going to have to be seriously addressed. But, again, you had a lot of guys that, were in, playing for the first time under the lights like this. Got to expect, some nerves and those kind of things. But hopefully we can get those things cleaned up and we get set for next week. It's South Fork, a team we haven't faced in a number of years. Used to be a regular common opponent here on the Vero Beach schedule.
Yeah, and they're making changes in their program. They got a new coach came in last year that they finished, I believe, 3-7, and they're looking to improve and make some changes. And I'm excited about seeing them. I'm glad we're back on our schedule with us.
All right. Well, it was a good outing for the Fighting Indians, and hey, you did all right, man. You did okay.
I owe Silas Bachler an apology because I did butcher his name. But, Silas, I still think you're awful good, and I'll get it right before the year's over, I promise.
We'll see. We have it on videotape now, so we'll find out if it's true or not. Hey, we want to thank our executive producer, John Hamilton. Our director and field engineer is Kevin Boslaw. Our studio engineer was Kelly Tipton. Video director, Jay Kendall. Assistant director is Devin Ingram. Cameras are Kenneth Loans and Ian Salvatore. Our stats are Don Dexter and Derek West. Interviews with Bobby Paris. Sidelines, Ronnie Self and Matt Paris. And our analyst over here, Gary Paris. I'm Paul Tipton. Next week, we've got South Fork here at the stadium. Game time, 7 o'clock. Our pregame begins at 6 p.m. with countdown to kickoff presented by Caps Pizza. I want to thank you for listening. Vero Nation, good night.